gave it.
But he showed heart like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because he didn't let us just bury him, nigga.
Yeah.
He fought back.
Because we went hard on that. We went hard on that.
He fought back.
Yeah, are we on?
He fought back like a motherfucker.
Hey.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Bitch ass Chauvin.
Smash the likes. That's what we just telling that earlier. Tell him earlier. Smash the likes.
Man, I hope they get this motherfucker some real time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Lock his bitch ass up.
Lock that motherfucker up.
They don't give him 3 months with time served. And his job back. Did he get fired? They never said if they
He got convicted, so he can't work now.
What's the minimum amount that he'll get? You think that where niggas would be happy? Like, what's the minimum he can get? Like 15?
Yeah. A lot of these fried chicken niggas would be happy if he got 7 months. But what he should get is at least 27 years.
At least 27? So
Yeah,
that's the minimum for you. You got
murder.
At least 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's a fried chicken nigga? That's common.
Right. Fried chicken niggas are people who listen to Al Sharpton be like, no matter what happened, we gonna vote and eat some chicken.
God is good.
God is good.
Long as niggas are dying and white people is getting off on murders.
It's like when Breonna Taylor's when that cop got off, them niggas voted and ate chicken. When this motherfucker got convicted, they gonna vote and eat chicken. No matter what happened, these motherfuckers gonna vote blue and eat fried chicken. No wings. Breasts and thighs only.
Them niggas, it's all kind of grease. These niggas get grease on their ballots. That's crazy shit,
It's grease on the mail-in ballots.
Well, I personally think that we should go back to the old English way of convicting criminals.
What's that?
So back in those days, you had to have what's called a the edible hit me on 420. You had to have what's called a fucking. I'll come up with that later. I'll remember that later. But a compurgator.
Okay.
A purgator is a witness to your character. So if Charlie commits a murder, back in the day, if you committed one murder and there was 6 compurgators that came to your defense in court, you were automatically found not guilty.
Really?
They would have to
regardless of the evidence.
Regardless of the evidence. If you can't, so if you murdered a motherfucker in public and they came like he's a good man, he's a good church going man, he does this wrong, he's helped me here. If he murdered somebody, that would have had to have been a situation where he felt like his life was on the line.
Right. And the character would be the people.
And you would get off. It wasn't up to the judge or the system.
Right. Okay.
It was up to the people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then they had things where if you felt the judge gave you an unjust judgment, you could challenge the judge. You could say, well, if you stand on that verdict, judge, I challenge you to a motherfucking duel.
You got to square up. Square up. Kill you.
Basically,
Let's square up.
accountability.
That woke Charlie up.
But if
I'm ready.
But they tried, to get to where we are now, these motherfuckers really were trying to be fair on the way to the justice system we have now. You know what I'm saying? And if you challenge a judge, so say you were a woman and say you murdered a woman's husband. Right? And they found her not guilty. They found you not guilty, but she knew you was guilty. She could challenge you to a duel, and she could have a brother or a male relative as her stand-in to fight you.
Wow.
And if she was like, I don't want to stand in, I want to kill this motherfucker myself, they would bury you up to dirt, waist high in dirt, and you would have to fight her with the bottom half of your body buried in dirt.
I still think
That's
that
not.
I voted for a short.
You're not whooping Layla Ali with your bottom half in dirt.
she don't.
Yeah, Layla Ali beat
Yeah,
the
she
shit out of
would.
Dozie.
She get on her knees with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, what do y'all think is a fair? Whatever the last black man in Minnesota, whatever crime the last black man committed in Minnesota that closely resembled this crime is the time that he should get.
Yeah. Well, you know what it should. You know where it should at least start. That dude Muhammad Noor was the first officer to get convicted in Minnesota State history when that Jesse DeMond chick hit his car and screamed at him. And
hold on, some niggas named Eric something said unsubscribe. Well, fuck you then, nigga. Go on.
Right. Hey, yeah,
what is you announcing this shit for? Fuck you, nigga. You whole ass nigga.
Leave.
I don't give 2 fucks about you, nigga.
Leave like your mom
just did the shit.
Unsubscribed.
Hey, leave like your mama did at daycare with you, nigga. But like what they that dude Muhammad Nawar, this motherfucker got 12 years, and I thought his killing was actually justified. He was scared and he was spooked, and he shot that white lady just 2 years ago, and he got 12 years.
Right.
So if this motherfucker get anything less than 12 years, yep, man,
They gonna tear that city up.
Right.
they gonna and as they should.
I mean, they
Wait,
gonna tear
repeat
it up.
that again.
Muhammad Nawar, the only cop that ever got convicted in that state's history, he got 12 years for killing Justine Demond, that white lady who basically they were out in the car saying some drug shit going on. She came behind the cop car, and she hit the car, and so he protecting his partner, thinking that somebody coming at his partner, so he shot him. And then his white partner and the rest of the Minnesota police like backed off because that motherfucker was a Muslim black motherfucker.
Wow.
And so the whole department backed off like, hey, Right. He got 12 years. So this motherfucker gotta get at least double that.
I agree.
I agree.
On the worst side of the game.
I mean, being a police officer is one of the hardest jobs, though.
No, it ain't.
No, it is. It is. I know, cops. They say it's really, really fucking scary. They be just as scared a lot of times as the people that they pulling over. So it is a hard job to
Let me ask
do.
you this though.
What's up?
How you scared that you got the guns on the nigga? You got the drop on
Because
the
niggas got guns in the car too.
Yeah, but it's a million niggas finna come kill this nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've rarely seen like a cop get killed and there's not like a whole neighborhood suffers for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they got us a little too much. You know what I mean? A little too much.
I don't
like,
think they have the appropriate training, man.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think they have the appropriate training because I look at it like, how many years does it take for you to be a doctor or anything else? I think the same
Hell
thing
yes.
should apply to being a police officer because you dealing with emotional intelligence, you dealing with people, you got a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
I think the amount of training that they're giving these police officers is not suiting them for what they got to do in the field.
I think it's less
The
than a
niggas ain't
hairdresser.
ready. They scared because they ain't ready.
there you know
It's less than a hairdresser.
I don't buy that bullshit. The cop's job is any harder. First of all, they get paid more than the rest of us. You make $100,000 a year if you're a cop. You know what I mean? So you get paid. Anybody who get paid more got a harder job. Deal with it. You don't have to have that job. You do something else. Like I have family member that's cops. One of my best friends. I was actually a cop. I was actually best man at a cop's wedding 2 years ago. One of my best friends.
Oh, this nigga's a snitch.
Telling, nigga.
One of my best friends is a cop, but he's from India. So him being from India, he's a fly on the wall. So they say shit around him that they would never say around the black folks at the cops.
Right.
And I'll never forget, after only 1 week on the police force, the first thing he said was, these motherfuckers can't stand black people. And he said the worst part about it, it's the Mexican cops and the Asian cops that be the worst. All they do is come back to the station and talk about how many niggas and heads they gonna crack.
Wait, there's racism in the police department amongst police officers?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah, yeah.
I thought it was
Hell
like,
yeah.
no, but I seriously thought it was like the blue shield is what they protected. Is
Only
everybody's
white
blue under that. But
If
they,
you're white behind
so
that
niggas
shit.
get discriminated on both sides of the shield?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Look,
I'm not even playing
I did a report on my show back in
swear.
January, and it's 27 internal gangs in the LA County Sheriff Department. Now one of them was black, so that's how they get down. And then another thing my boy told me, he's like, you don't, especially like the sheriffs, they work in the jails. You don't know who the people are your first year or two, but he said after about like 18 months on the job, you know clearly the difference between the gang members and the niggas that's out there just having a good time. Rookies don't, but after that first year, everybody know. They play that ignorance bullshit so they can keep fucking with us. They know.
Right.
Damn.
That's some wild shit,
That's
man.
fucked up.
Yeah, I knew that about the Spanish cats, man, because a lot of these Spanish cats, you know, they think they white boys when they come police officers. Right. They spike their hair up, they dye it with the blonde
The
tip.
Banditos.
You know, they do all that goofy shit.
Change
Because,
up the way they talk. Let's get them.
yeah, I was kind of fucking, I don't like them either.
Man, had they sunglasses up like this, nigga.
Worst motherfucker is a nigga that love Kobe but hate niggas. I'm so tired of you putting your kids in Kobe, Shaq, LeBron James, D-Wade jerseys, but you hate niggas. You don't see niggas wearing soccer jerseys.
At all.
Niggas is
If
not.
it's-
Niggas not even wearing A-Rod jerseys.
If it's fuck niggas, make it fuck niggas. Stop
Everybody.
playing like you, stop playing like you like us.
Stop loving our culture but hating us.
You don't.
Cut that shit
That's
out.
the problem.
The jealousy is everything, man. Some of these hating ass motherfuckers take all these supplements, stay in the weight room every motherfucking day, and it still do not amount to nigga.
Yep. Yep.
It still don't amount to niggas. So rather than just give props to everyday niggas, that they could be friends with and build bonds with. They watch TV and cheer for us when we play professional sports. But everyday nigga ain't shit.
They too busy telling their sisters not to fuck with us.
They worshiping them accomplishments.
They gonna fuck with us. Yeah.
I got
too, and your mom.
I love my Mexican brothers and sisters. I grew up with real Mexicans.
Yeah.
I love everybody, even the ones that don't like me. But to the ones that don't like me, guess what? I got about 50 Latinas under my belt. I done nutted in mouths, on the ass, all that. I'm telling you, so if you hate me,
Right.
I'm just letting you know I've been conquering, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I've been out there conquering.
Hey, this nigga's all scandalous on Nasty Boy.
I'm all scandalous. I'm all scandalous on Nasty Boy status.
But Kraig, you made a good point. That's what make it hard. Like being an LA nigga, we hella cool with Mexicans. We all got some dope ass, cool ass Mexican friends, and that's partially why we know y'all bullshit because the ones we cool would be the first ones telling us like, "Hey man, my brothers don't really fuck with you like that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was talking to one of my Mexican homies the other day, and he was just talking about how like he went to school like out there in the valley, not valley, but you know, Alhambra, out that way.
That's San Gabriel Valley.
San Gabriel Valley. Yeah, and he's like, all they did at school was talk about. He's like, how racist these. All they did was talk about black people. Didn't know black people go to them schools.
Well, the most
Niggers this, niggers that. Niggas don't even go to school.
I think motherfuckers is taking these ass whoopings we put on them in high school and sports personal.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it is. But when Westchester go to Orange County and beat the best team in Orange County by 50, I think we become niggers after shit like that. Because there's no other reason to hate us. If you're not rich, you a nigga.
That's real shit.
Hey, Kraig,
all them passing leagues, when them niggas got into it after the passing league, fight niggas, you know what I'm saying? That shit comes back, you know what I mean? Like, they remember getting that ass whooped. Even like as a young nigga, I remember like, you know what I'm saying, like always being cocky playing sports. And they was always like, damn, you know what I'm saying, we can't, I want to hoop. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you gotta give it to us though. We do shit with so much finesse when we shoot with. Like when we killing niggas on the hoop court,
we talking shit.
And you talking shit like, oh ass nigga can't guard me. You too small.
You too small.
You go take a nigga girl, so you know you hate me.
Yeah,
like I hate this nigga.
And they tallest one get to about 5'5.5". That's you know.
I mean, it just don't make no sense why some of y'all hate us. Now I can understand in the gang culture why certain people of the Spanish descent, if they down with those politics, why they don't fuck with us. I get that. That's gang culture. That's politics. That's completely different than everyday working people like us and entertainers.
Right.
I'm not a gang member.
Yeah.
I don't expect a Latino real gang banging ass Mexican dude to fuck with me because I understand the politics and I don't hold that against them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. When you go into the pen and you go into prison, survival was the number one thing. So you gotta fall up under them politics. I'm not speaking on that. But if you the everyday Latino or white boy that's driving trucks or working at the mall or driving a taxi or working for the city of LA and you hate niggas, fuck you.
Facts.
You got no reason to hate me. We going through the same everyday struggles in life.
No reason at all.
Yeah.
No reason.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
why is that though? Why has that hate developed like that and so strong? It ain't just a dislike. Why is the hate so strong?
I think it's more economic when we start looking at it because like they'll tell you like it's a war, not really like a fucking type of war, but they here now. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like people had a stronghold and we had our time, and they feel like we ain't
your boy right here. I know you know this nigga. He can't be from Cali.
Nah, I don't know.
DeJuan, you need to school this nigga. He talking about same struggles, nigga. In California, nigga.
Matter of fact, nationwide.
I can only speak on Mexicans. I grew up around real diehard Mexicans, gang banging ass Mexicans, and I know that personally their struggles are very similar. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in walking distance from real gang-banging ass killer Mexicans, and they've been going to the pen, going to youth authority, getting caught selling crack, shooting niggas, and doing all the shit that my relatives and stuff have been doing. It's been the same struggle. Right. Now, do they get the same oppression from white supremacy on a broad basis that we do? No, they don't, because some of them can hide and act like they Caucasian.
Right. Yeah, it's like,
and they run the labor class here in California.
It's a fact.
So if you're doing any type of hard labor in California, you know what I'm saying? A Latino is most likely going to be running the show. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, like, look, when we say same struggles, look, every American, the reason why racism continues to go on, because when you go to a white household, other households, people worry about the same thing: protecting their children, paying their bills on time. You know what I mean? Leveling up to a better neighborhood. No matter what neighborhood people live in, they want to get to a better one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and when we all work for these corporations that all pay us pennies. Now, them white motherfuckers get 2 more pennies, and us Mexicans get 1 more penny. But we all should be getting $1.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so people keep fighting over that shit. But when it comes to the Mexican stuff, it's partially economic. Another part is this: when it comes to system of white supremacy, everybody understands one thing: you get closer to whiteness by shitting on blackness.
Right.
That's what the Italians did. That's what the Irish did. That's what the Greeks did. All these different people who are now ethnically white, when they weren't ethnically white 100 years ago, they got their white status by shitting on black people. America makes that shit very clear. And for a long time, we've allowed it because we be thinking these are our brothers. They tell us one thing and tell us something different.
Right.
We just the first generation to be like, no, fuck y'all. So that's going to stop with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's happening right now.
I agree. I definitely agree. It's like I'm down with the club. These niggas aren't shit.
Yeah, real shit.
Let's all team up and talk about it.
Yeah,
We got to remember, California jail culture is a lot of that shit too. Because a lot of like, I know it's Mexican cats that I know that I have. When I went to jail for like warrants and shit, these niggas can't talk to me when I'm in the county.
Right.
I can grow up on the same block with them my whole life.
Oh, but the
Politics
location changed that up, or you couldn't.
Oh yeah, the politics say that and there's none of that cracking. You know what I'm saying? There's no unless you like if you a paisa, you know what I'm saying? Like paisas is the what paisas is like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight from Mexico.
But that's different than the other.
Yeah. So we can talk to them and do politics with them, and if you want to give a nigga a soup or something, you can't give it directly to him.
Right.
You give it to the paisa, and he'll deliver it, or the paisa give you something from him. And never know that's how deep they politics go.
Right.
There. You know what I'm saying? So every nigga know when he go to jail, a young Mexican cat know, give a fuck how much you like your YG, all that shit. That's cool.
Yeah. All that wearing Jordan and getting nigga lineups, it ain't happening in the pen. They back on the Aztec shit in the pen, nigga. They getting cuts with chicken bones, nigga.
Don't come in here looking like John B, nigga.
They're gonna ask you what you were saying. What's your affiliation like? Is like you with the Raza or you with the
Bro, I
Rayates? I don't understand it.
I had it super rough growing up because I don't know if y'all know this. I'm mixed with Mexican. Like I'm mixed with like 25%. But like the Mexican side of my family never fucked with us, and it was just always super hard to deal with that shit because like my grandpa had like married my grandma, but like his family came up like, nah, nigga, that's not happening. Like we really got like rejected by like my Mexican side of the family, but technically I'm 25% Mexican, so like it's a fucked up thing. I'm like, damn, I'm hated by something, but I am it at the same time.
Yeah. You know why they do that?
I don't know.
Because in Mexico, all them motherfuckers go back 2 or 3 generations. Got an abuela, got a black. Because Mexico is very black. It's very, very, very black. And in order to get a job in Mexico, their color coded system in Mexico is real
it's crazy.
real.
They got 16 mulatto classifications.
Yeah, like Kraig,
16 mulatto classifications.
Yeah,
not just being Mexican and black, but okay, you're Mexican and black, Aboriginal. You're Mexican, like they got 16 different classifications.
Like he light skin, you ginger skin, nigga. It's be a difference between y'all two in Mexico.
Different type of light.
It's like and between it's a big sort of
kind of Canelo. He'll be, you know what I'm saying? That's
And y'all would be we would be in different classifications.
Y'all would be in different classifications, even though y'all 2 golden motherfuckers.
Damn, this nigga said.
Yeah,
Nigga talk like we was.
Y'all motherfuckers look like
we was
Shalimar.
Blanche. Nigga said Shalimar.
But so they bring that shit here, and they all embarrassed by their black side because that's what they come from. But you know what it is? Ain't nobody. The worst gangster is a wannabe gangster.
Right.
The worst white supremacist is a wannabe white supremacist, and that's what these motherfuckers are by and large. Yeah. And we all know exceptions because we all down with some cool ass Mexicans that ain't about none of that shit. But I gotta speak for my black people as a whole because we in danger right now by what the greater Mexican society is doing against us. Right. We gotta speak on that. Like Kraig said, they control the labor class in
California.
California.
To take over the labor classification. When we got sold on this American dream, get an education, white picket fence, all these things that made us feel like we were above labor. Look, Some of these hard labor jobs, like truck driving and construction and plumbing and electrical work, that shit ain't really back breaking work like niggas were brainwashed to think. And it pays. Man, when I was driving a truck as a union driver, I was 38 an hour.
Damn. Back then?
38 an hour, nigga.
That's good money now.
That nigga was in a Beverly Center. 99, lady.
Making $400-500 a day as a Teamster,
Bro, that's good.
dump
Man,
truck driver, making master degree, making PhD damn near money, making $100,000 a year driving a truck.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't know it was that good. Shit.
Yeah.
That nigga was in the Beverly Center.
So, but you get it. But what I'm saying is, you get a nigga taking penitentiary chances.
Yeah.
To make, 2 or 3 $30,000-$40,000 wops in a year. I may be a little bit behind him as far as total for the year. He may pull in 150 or something, 200 hustling, but I ain't taking
no. You know the difference is you ain't got his debt.
Right.
That motherfucker had to spend $100,000 on that.
You had to so if you're a street nigga, you're risking your life. That's the debt. If you got all this education to make $100K. To make $100K through going to school, you probably got to get in $150K worth of debt.
Yeah. Street niggas, you could do the same thing in the stock market with that bread. You know what I'm saying? You want to make that 50,000. You know what I'm saying? You want to put that 100,000 in and make 50,000 real quick. But that 100,000, you can do that easily, and without having to. You know what I'm saying? Them federal charges ain't no joke. Them niggas is sitting you down for a long time, bro. And ain't no nigga. And I don't want to hear no. Oh, why niggas ain't come, nigga? You are in jail, nigga.
Talk to him, Juicy.
And Kraig ain't bullshit, man. I remember what we spent. Kraig used to come by playing PlayStation. This nigga will come by in the 18-wheeler in Wrangler jeans.
Let me tell you that. But let me tell you something though. But let me tell y'all in the world out there something, right? If you own a truck and you get loads on a union job, you making $1,500 to $2,000 a day.
God damn, to drive a truck?
Yeah.
If you own a truck, nigga, if you own a dump truck and you dumping concrete and asphalt on a fucking union job and you being contracted, you're making between $1,500 and $2,000 a day. You getting like $120 an hour. You do 10 hours, that's $1,200. You do 13, 14 hours, you do the math.
Yeah.
So when motherfuckers tell you that you need to go to college, no, nigga, you need to own a business.
Yeah.
Facts.
If I didn't learn this,
Go ahead.
if I didn't learn this comedy shit, there's no way. You know what I mean? I know what to do to get straight.
And even if
That's
you
what I
don't
was gonna say,
own
or work a job while you're working on your gift. I worked at Ford when I was in Michigan. I worked at Ford on the assembly line, and then I was a team leader after a year. I was making $32 an hour. I was making a good $80,000 to $100,000 a year based on overtime, blah blah blah. But while I was doing that, I was also working on my gift on the side. I was writing plays, I was doing stand-up, and then my pops told me, you don't really leave your gig until your gift is paying what your gig is.
Right.
So do both. And it be people jumping in the comments, everybody ain't meant to be a boss, everybody ain't meant to own their own business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but you got a gift.
Right.
And you got a skill.
You got a skill. So even if you want to use that, let's just say your gift is graphic design, and you work in a factory job making $25, $30 an hour. Okay, while you doing that, start working on your graphic design gig, and maybe you leave that job and go work as a graphic designer for somebody else. It ain't about trying to be a boss for everything if that's not your key, if you can't do that. But at least work on your gifts, you can do something.
Anything that you don't own, you just can't. You can't attach that shit to your ego. It can't be a part of your identity. You're doing it to get to a certain place.
Facts.
Right.
Nigga, there was times about 4-5 years ago where I would work 70 hours in a week and be out doing stand-up.
All day.
Niggas they don't get that.
They don't get it. Tired as a motherfucker.
Exhausted, nigga.
Out there doing stand-up on auto exhaust. Now, I'm not even wanting to be there, but the athlete in me knew I had to brainwash myself in order. So when it was time to get to this place, in order to have the courage to make that move, I gotta have something to stand on.
Yes, sir.
But if you know what I'm saying, so I slowly. It took me about 7 years to go from being an everyday working man to progressing to where I am now. You know what I'm saying?
But I think the fucked up part of it is that the school system sets us up to be workers. And it just takes special shit to become your own boss. But they train us to be workers. Even when you're going to school, you're doing it all to get a job. It's not like they're teaching you do this to build a business.
Yep.
So how do we change
Facts.
that? Because if you can't learn what you learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be having to break myself out of that now to just be like, make your own fucking content, because I'm so fucking in the loop of I gotta work from somebody because I was taught to work.
And what it gave me is this. So now I step into this shit, and now I'm doing shit, and niggas don't really understand. They're like, you know, niggas don't really understand how are you doing? Why are you doing? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you just create this, create that? Well, maybe if I just do what this nigga does, I can do. No, you can't do the same. That's 12 years of doing. So I know what to do.
You got a work ethic now that's uncanny. Which a lot of comedians that I've noticed that don't have that work ethic, they come here and think that if they sleep in their car for 2 years, that's the work ethic that's gonna get you on.
Right.
That's just uncomfortable. But it's just uncomfortable and bad for your back.
But here is even something different that niggas don't think about. Say you stumble up into some shit before you ready or before you got the experience. Oh, yeah. What are you gonna say? How do you know what to tell the niggas giving you the opportunity to? How do you know what to tell them to get them to take you serious? How do you know what not to say?
Come on, man.
You think cause you look like Charlie or you look like Doughboy or Dewan or Duncan that you know what to say when you're in the right position? You think that it's just numbers? It ain't just numbers, bro. It's a lot of shit that goes into this, bro. You cannot, in this entertainment shit, you cannot skip putting the work in.
That's a fact.
Real talk.
That's what you said was key though, because you said if you don't know what to say, because I have found out the hard way that you can talk yourself into situations and out of situations.
Right.
So if you don't know what the fuck to say and you just say the wrong shit, you can fuck some shit up. So how do you train yourself to know
what you do.
What not to say?
You shut the fuck up. Because what you're saying is I done been in that situation to where I thought I knew too much. So I'm talking to niggas that's on this level. And I'm talking to them like, nah, nigga, you on that level. This is how you get to this level. But I'm right here. So it's like Drake said, nigga. I'm saying I want to quote a Drake, but he's like, if he writing my hits, why he can't write nothing for him?
Yeah.
If he that good, he's writing all these hits, and we're making billions of dollars. He should be doing this shit himself. So it's like you have to. If you're not willing, like you say, if you're not willing, this nigga said what? You say 70 hours?
7-8 years, nigga work 70 hours a week, minimum 50 hours,
nigga. Niggas don't even want to talk to their kids after they get off work. Niggas ain't checking homework, nothing. But it's like he went in and put something into a craft that he might not have been making the most money off of at that point. But that shit, he's like, look, this work I'm putting in going to amount to something. That takes dedication. A lot of niggas know that. They know they need to do that, but
they think they're better than the work.
Absolutely.
They think it just happened.
Niggas think they're better than the work. Niggas think if they jump on Charlie coattail, that Charlie would take them to a movie set when they book a movie and the director gonna see them like, no, move aside, Charlie.
Right.
Who's that you brought?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? I mean, we know you've been studying lines, but who's that guy? That's facts. But life experience, I think, is just one of the greatest things you can have in a room.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of why, I mean, Kraig attracts that. He attracts the people that have just amazing life experiences. When I talk to these niggas, I'm like, I'm learning more shit from y'all, just shutting my mouth and listening. Yeah. But the reason that you attract what you are, he's a dude with just all these life experiences and shit. And I think that's more valuable in a room. Because you get in a room with all these people with all these, and y'all all got equal accomplishments, then what?
Right.
Exactly.
Hey,
and everybody got... What kind of conversation you gonna be able to bring out? What have you done?
Exactly.
Where you been? Oh, Sacramento. Oh, okay, wilding out. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Because niggas, I feel like this. Niggas always want to speed up the process, but you got to understand there's no shortcuts to any place worth going to. And I learned that the hard way. Like, if you can't speed it up, you can't microwave it, you can't elevator it. Like, you got to just slow the fuck down and do the shit. Like, you can't speed it up.
On top of that, like, I'm going to go back on something you said about skills. I understand owning a business is scary to a lot of people, but when you have a skill, you are your own business, even though you may be working a job. Because if it's a skill that's highly out there that people need, you have contract workers. You know what I mean? You got people who work on contract. You got you really got to find that thing in you that's really fun. That whatever it is that's really fun, it comes to you really easy. It's something down that field that you can get paid for doing. If you just dig in and find out.
I'm going to give y'all 3 reasons I do music. I'm a producer. 1, I fucking hate getting up at 5, 6 o'clock and having to go to do anything that it's not like directly benefiting me to the up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually put in the work. And second of all, I love fucking music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on. I finna go do whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking UPSing, Ubering, anything you can do to get bread, nigga. Hustling on the side. Whatever I had to do, you know what I'm saying? But fuck that. if I put whatever I need to do into, I know niggas that's making 100,000 a track, and these niggas ain't no rap shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga rapping over nothing. They just make that 100,000 wherever it's going. Cause they got production deals. They got this. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you trash. I know I'm better than you musically. I know we listen to beats and you like, nigga, you should be. The nigga that's making more than me is telling me you should be right. So like, why am I doing what I'm doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like I had to, but it's like, nigga, you gonna this little change you getting is nigga got you eating how you want to eat, driving what you want to drive, or you got to be broke for a while, nigga, and do what you love.
Hey, Dunn.
Yes.
Basically, what you're saying is people we allow, and this is, I'm not preaching, this is all of us. We allow this little bullshit chump change we get paid every 2 weeks to buy off our future.
Yeah.
We buy off our future 2 weeks at a time.
Right. Don't let your day job steal your dreams.
Because like, going back to Kraig, like when I started comedy, I had my job. I managed 5 apartment buildings. Still played the drums. You know what I mean? I drove Uber on weekends because the job didn't pay shit. Right. If I didn't get a comedy gig, I drove Uber, and you still got to get on stage at least 5 nights a week. Right. If you're gonna be any good at comedy. Right. You know what I mean? But when you know that you have a goal, you don't have time to be tired. You know what I mean? You don't. You can say all the fuck you want about fat people, you dumb motherfuckers out there. But me and Dope Boy was on that motherfucking grind.
Come on,
big as we
day
was,
in,
nigga.
Day out.
We day in, day out, nigga. Between us, 800 pounds, nigga. Working goddamn 16 hours a day.
That is
said
a fact.
800 pounds between y'all.
No, niggas gotta know, man. I think niggas gotta understand, like, this time is your most valuable asset, and that's just the thing niggas gotta know. Like, that's why people pay you for your time. Fact. That's why when you fuck up, they take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, your time, like, that's the, and motherfuckers think that we just have, everybody's gonna make it to 100, get fat, and move to Miami. It don't work like that. Yeah. Niggas don't even know how much time they got, and they just be pissing it off.
Yeah. Get fat, move to Miami. That's a dope ass concept.
For real, everybody think that's gonna happen, but nigga, you don't even know how much time is on that shit. So if niggas knew that's the most valuable thing that I have in this world, you would just take that shit more serious. Than the money and all that shit, fuck all that. What you doing with your fucking time?
Hey, shameless plug to help y'all with that. My seminar is coming out.
Come on now.
May 2nd. I just finished writing my book. Like, I told you I finished writing my book, but I had to revise it and re-edit it. Yeah. I had to resend it to the editor today.
Nigga kept getting jelly stains on it. Hey, we got to send this back, man.
No, nigga, I was getting hot sauce on the motherfucker. I don't know goddamn jelly. I was getting hot sauce on the motherfucker. Get it right, nigga.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, but the book is a short reader, only 25 pages. But you know, I'm gonna have a seminar, and we also have a group to help motherfuckers find their talent. All the shit we talking, I'm actually gonna help you niggas do it.
I wanted to ask Dunk. Those producers that you said you was talking to that was making XYZ or more, like 100 grand a track, blah blah blah. What was? I mean, are you a dope producer as well? What do you think separates those ones? Because I know some people who make it. They're not even the dopest one that was in that specific arena. Yeah. So what separates the two? Why was dude making 100 a track compared to somebody else who wasn't? Well, was his music just better?
No, his business sense was there. I mean, I had to stop doing it for the love of the music a long time ago. Because once I know that I love it, I don't have to keep proving that to niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I start, am I doing this to prove that I'm super hip hop and, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Because I'm not making no money doing that. Mm-hmm. And the niggas that I'm doing it for ain't really paying attention to that. They just, when they say, oh, that nigga hip hop. Mm-hmm. But that shit, that's no currency when you got kids, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't, right. I can't call nigga, you know what I'm saying, AT&T like, look, these niggas think I'm hip hop.
They say I'm hip hop. They say I'm hip hop.
No, I get it. But I think, like I'm gonna say in the sense of like YouTube, the YouTube world. I know niggas that's like funny as hell on YouTube. Doughboy, Kraig.
Thank you.
Niggas is hilarious. But then you'll see somebody with a platform that maybe have 1 million, 500,000 subscribers, and I try to watch their content, and them niggas ain't funny. But to me, what I've seen is they mastered the process. Like, I'm gonna release a video a day or 3 videos a week, and then release them at the same time every day. Like they master the process. Their content may not be all that, but they know the process.
So you got different types of creators. I'm gonna name some creators who match that, who I personally think are dope. You know what I'm saying? And they may not have the greatest talent, Or they may have a good, who knows? But they mastered their process. Jade mastered his process.
Big Job was
Yes.
fire.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yes.
Tony Baker mastered his
Yes.
process.
Baker's hilarious. Fire.
Tut Weezy
Yes.
mastered his process.
Fire.
Kev on stage mastered his process.
Hilarious. Fire.
Shit. Daphne Springs
Absolutely.
master her process. See, it's not really about when you a creator. It's not really about what you like per se. When it comes to judging the articulation of art that other people put out, it ain't about what you like. It's about what they like.
Facts.
You judge people based on what they're trying to get accomplished. You can't judge me and Kev on stage and Tut Weezy in the same light.
Right.
We all got a different brand.
Right.
I'm a blue collar, everyday work nigga. I've worked on job sites where the bosses say, fuck you. And you say, fuck you back to the boss. And you still have a job.
Go get a bill afterwards.
Hey, straight union shit.
Right?
This nigga,
Right.
hold on. This nigga Kraig once got his goddamn brake lines cut. This is a real ass
Motherfucker trying to
motherfucker.
kill me on the job. So I've been through some real shit, bro. I work with hazardous materials,
Nigga.
explosives. Like the type of jobs that I've had are jobs that you can die from doing. So my blue collar attitude is not because I think I'm tough
Right.
or none of that. The jobs that I've had have been jobs you can die from. So I'm not. I don't have the same fear. I have fear of things, but I don't have the same fear that other people have in situations.
Right.
When it comes to my money, in my mind, it doesn't click to be proper and respectful and not to curse and care what people think when it comes to getting money, because I've made tons of money doing it my way.
Yeah.
It's not that I think I'm this hell of a nigga, but that's just the cloth I'm cut from.
Results.
Nigga, I remember I had a game, I scored 38 points in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Pops was drunk. Right? Motherfuckers was bigging me up in the oh, this nigga's gonna be going to the NBA. This motherfucker got game. My dad said, nigga, my son ain't shit. Y'all better stop saying it to my son. Fuck y'all. The nigga need to work on his game. He ain't shit. This is in front of parents, kids, and everything.
That's real though.
Nigga, I remember after a football game, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was running like a bitch. I was trying to be like Barry Sanders and juke niggas and shit. I think I was about 11. Trying to juke niggas and be fancy. You know what I'm saying? We do the team huddle after the practice. I'm walking to the car. My dad is waiting like, nigga, you play like a bitch, nigga. That's the cloth I'm cut from, my nigga. It just made me not fear nobody because my dad loved me more than anybody on this planet.
Yeah.
But the nigga is gonna give it to me straight.
I bet it made you run harder.
So yeah, hell yeah, I was running like Natron Means the rest of the year. I was trying to run through niggas. They called me a bitch.
The 95 Pro Bowl, nigga.
Atron bomb, nigga.
So when I get around certain people, certain personality types where I can tell they've been coddled by their mothers.
Oh my god.
You know, it's a lot of grown ass
They speak on that,
niggas
brother.
who've been coddled by their mothers who haven't been forced to deal with the reality. See, the difference between me and a lot of niggas, and you can all tell your story. When I was 20, nigga, my dad had a stroke and couldn't take care of the family no more. Nigga, guess whose turn it was to take care of the family?
Right?
So I haven't known being coddled in my adulthood when motherfuckers give me compliments. Pops raised me on so weird that when motherfuckers compliment me too much, I start looking at them different. Like, nigga, why you keep complimenting me?
My pops was the same way.
Good looking
My
out,
pops was the same
Daryl. We
way.
appreciate you. 50 bones, my nigga.
My
Good
pops
looking.
was the same way, up and down. I remember when I wanted some hoop shoes. I wanted some shoes for the hoop team, 8th grade. And I just, I thought he was gonna be excited that I made the squad and I was da. He was like, I said, man, I need some new shoes. Oh yeah? What you telling me for? I said, I need some new shoes, Pop, for the game. You go out there and paint the garage. You cut the grass in the back. I'm gonna take you to your granny's house. You gonna cut that grass, and then I'll get you the shoes. Yeah. Everything was attached to some type of work. He wasn't just giving me shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, like for me, mine was a little different because like my parents, like I grew up in a very super nurtured environment. My parents took care of me like a motherfucker, but they also taught me the value of a dollar really young. They didn't make a whole lot of money. I would see my cousins that stayed in the projects. They always had better Christmas gifts than us. I wanted the goddamn Power Wheels, goddamn it, but I couldn't get one. I never had a pair of Jordans. I couldn't get the Reebok pumps. My parents always tell me how much the shit cost. And They show me how much they made. But they were like, but we got your ass a house. We not in an apartment. And so they were like, we can move back in an apartment. You can get them Jordans, or you can keep this house and keep digging holes in the backyard because we own this motherfucker and don't rent it. So my parents taught me that work ethic really young, and they didn't. I always had enough, but I always wanted a whole lot.
Nigga said y'all ate well.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, just like I ate your mama well last night.
Get him, Dewan.
Like the video, motherfucker.
Smash
the light. Stop being selfish.
We know y'all high because it's 420.
I'm high as shit.
Push the like button, you bird.
Nigga. But my parents, I always wanted more. And I've always just had that in me to get more. So I would always get out there and I would wash cars, cut grass, do whatever I could do throughout the week. Because a nigga needed a new bike every two years. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wanted that new bike. I always had that thing in me. I don't know where it came from. Because it's not like my parents ain't really like that.
Right.
The shit just came.
We grew up the same.
I didn't have it like that.
So we never had a house in California. We had one in Detroit, but we never had one in California. This type of nigga my dad is. He can't even watch Game of Thrones. He get through 2 seconds. It's gays in the mother.
Wait a minute.
I mean, gays in the mother.
Was that 2 niggas kissing? Oh, I can't watch
Gays
it.
in the motherfucker.
Is this
You don't see this shit?
I just saw 2 niggas kissing. I can't watch it.
Is this the game of asses? It's gays all through this mother. The game of asses is what they need to call it.
Oh shit!
Now I had a fucked up situation. I want to tell the story about shoes when I was in high school. So I super wanted them Grant Hills. Remember the white ones with the blue?
Them was a shit, boy.
Man, this is a story that changed my life. So they gave me the joints for Christmas, right? So they gave me the joints for Christmas. And then Saturday night came, and like my dad and everybody, they went and they like ate out. They didn't give me none for whatever reason, because I guess I didn't wake up to get the order. So I'm like, yo, I didn't get no food. He's like, hey, well, you know, that's on you. So I'm like, well, I want some McDonald's. He was like, well, nigga, you want the shoes so bad, go eat the shoes. And I'm like, but I want some McDonald's. He was like, here, nigga, here's the receipt. If you want it that bad, take it back. So I took the shoes back. I spent $20 at McDonald's. But the fucked up part about it is the fact that I had to choose over the shoes. And it pissed me off.
Hold on.
Like, nigga, you spent $20 at McDonald's on yourself? That was the only
What year meal?
Was 91? What year was it?
No, it was like 96. It was 96.
Nigga, that's
That nigga spent $100 in today's money.
it was $3.99.
But I wanted it so bad.
Nigga got 9 Big Macs.
This nigga said, give me a 6 for $6 20-piece, nigga.
But I couldn't get it without giving up the shoes.
Yeah.
I should have just been able to have both.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, it's just like
decision.
like my parents, like my when I was struggling with math, you know, when I was a kid, my mom was just a realist. Well, she had me add the bills up, and like that's how I really got good at math. My mama said, "This is how much I make. This is how much our bills are."
Oh, that's dope.
And so my mom was really good at the bills. And then so
How old were you?
I was 10.
You was 10 knowing about bills?
I was 10. My mom said, "Look, this is what it is," because I was really mad because all my cousins who stayed in the projects, whose parents stayed home, I was like, Auntie get to stay home all day, and they got better toys than I got. Damn. I was mad because Christmas we got 2 toys.
You was noticing shit early.
I'm noticing this shit. I'm like, hold on. All my cousins, they mommy ain't gotta work.
Hey, how old was y'all when y'all started noticing shit? Like, hold on, Dad, what
like
fucking going on?
10 or 11.
Because I love me and my dad are cool. I've always been so cool with my dad. I'm like, Daddy got to go to work every goddamn day. Yeah. They daddy get to stay home, and they got the Jordans. And y'all said I can't afford them.
I thought my mama was lying that we was poor. I went through her purse a couple times.
I thought she was lying.
This bitch lying like a motherfucker. I go through her purse, ain't nothing in the motherfucker. You never thought your parents was lying about not having bread?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what mom put me on that bill, and I saw how much money they had over after each paycheck. I was like, this all y'all working with? And then that let me know right there.
At 10, that's all y'all working with.
Look. Hey, Kraig. Hey, Kraig.
This all y'all working with?
You know what I put it next to? What? I knew how much a Sega Genesis cost and a bike. I knew how much that Huffy Sonic 6 cost. And I knew how much a Sega Genesis cost. And I'm like,
Sega was what, 150 back then?
The Sega was like 200 back then. So when I'm thinking mama got enough money to buy me 15 Genesis every time she get paid. Then I saw what she had left. I'm like, I can only get a half a Genesis or whatever. You know what I mean?
Man,
So,
my
but that
parents-
gave me perspective.
My parents damn near went broke just to save my life, man. Cause I remember when I got cancer and then got on chemo, the insurance only covered like 20% of what the chemo cost. Damn. That other 80, and I didn't know it at the time. I remember I gave them some kind of, I complained about something while I was on chemo. I said I went into a whole little fit, and my mama pulled the bills out. Like, look, let me show you something. Look how much we pay. Look how much the insurance covers.
Man.
I was in an ungrateful whole ass moment of time because I was dealing with chemo. I was mad because I couldn't hoop no more. Do all other. She said, "Look how much I'm paying."
You said shit down so fast.
I was hungry. He said, "What?" You said I was ungrateful.
I was an ungrateful whole ass nigga at the time. Like,
Oh, Johnny.
I was. Though. I was going through chemo and shit, but I was being a whole ass nigga.
Nigga, put up bills, nigga.
You had bill out.
Yeah.
This how much we paying in chemo. This how much the insurance covers. This how much we paying. I'm
You
like,
can say this.
we can just let your ass die, nigga.
And when my dad had the
That's
stroke,
real shit.
when my dad had the stroke, he had everybody in his room, the nurses, the doctors and shit. And he was itemizing his bill, nigga. He was like, "You motherfuckers gonna charge me $120 for a pillow? A pillow." He was giving it to the doctors over what they was charging them on the bill. You know, that's fucked up when people get sick and they take advantage of us.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By charging us hella money.
And hood hospitals be more expensive than hospitals in the suburbs.
Talk about Killer King.
Oh, Killer King was a motherfucker. Killer King was a bitch.
They put Sherm in your IV.
I remember I was at Killer King one time because that's where I started my career working with kids. I was tutoring down there at Killer King. Right. And some people that came in, they're like, I heard my son just got shot. And they're at the lobby like, where do I go?
Hey, look,
and the lady in the lobby was like, nigga, I don't know. Somebody whose son just got shot, nigga, I don't know. I was 15, like, what?
Go look around.
What you say?
No, I was gonna say I got a stalker on here, Lisa Ann Hathaway. I gotta call her out. She be stalking my channel and this, watching all that I'm doing, and then hating on my shit. Bitch, get off the.
Oh, shit.
What's your real email and address? Bitch? I thought I'd call you out. That's what you've been wanting.
Damn, Charlie.
Been hating on my shit, watching everything I'm doing. There's probably some bitch I smacked you 30
Y'all heard about the woman who in Atlanta?
Oh, what happened?
The woman in Atlanta was at the mall. Damn high as motherfucker. The woman in Atlanta was at the mall with her boyfriend, and a nigga tried to holler at her.
Oh, I heard about that shit. And, yeah.
In Atlanta, she shut him down, and the dude that tried to holler shot her in the mall.
That's some bitch ass
That's
shit
just,
right
man,
there,
niggas
man.
are fucking.
Was that the
man.
boyfriend's fault?
Yeah.
No, how was it the boyfriend's fault? The boyfriend tried to intervene, didn't he?
Did he?
He did. He tried to like get, and they was like getting on it, and they tried to like walk a different way away from the situation, and they like came back, circled him, and shot at him. Like, but the dude was trying to protect her. He was like, "Hey, man, leave her." It was because I guess they were like catcalling her, like, you know, just saying some shit that was disrespectful. And they both was like, "Hey, can you stop? Can you leave us alone?" And then they like followed them and then shot the girl.
You said who,
fucking
whose
terrible.
fault you said it was?
Is it the boyfriend's fault?
No,
I think it is.
no, how?
Because you keep it pushing.
They kept it.
No, he was trying to keep it pushing. They were trying to walk away from the situation, but he was trying to stand up for his lady. So if you walking, with your, if you walking
Trying
with,
to stand up to words?
no, because niggas is being disrespectful. So if you walking with your lady, hold on. If you walking with your lady, and a nigga come up like, "Hey, what's up, bitch? Well, let me holler," and you gonna just be like, "Hey, just let's keep walking."
Did he say what's up, bitch?
They was being disrespectful to them, and
So
they
is multiple people been disrespectful to one?
Yeah, no. The dude was being disrespectful to the girl because saying shit that she didn't want him to say to her. And dude was like, "Hey, could you leave us alone?" Dude kept pushing the issue and then followed them and shot the girl.
Should he have stepped in front of the bullet?
No.
You ain't nobody that fast. This nigga ain't Leroy from the Last Dragon, nigga. Catch his bullet.
Oh, you said he's supposed to get shot?
Hold on. Hey, look, Kraig. I only say it's if it's his fault. Hey, is Georgia an open carry state? Like, can you carry in Georgia?
That's what I'm finna.
If you can carry in Georgia, you should always have that thing on.
Man, because
I don't want to have a gun. What if you get mad?
So this is what I'm saying, though, boy. See how you feel? What if you get mad? So at this point, somebody getting at your girl foul. Mm-hmm. These niggas is extra. Right. You don't want to let it go.
Right.
What the only level you can go to is, hey, nigga was had, right?
Right.
I feel that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying these niggas pull out the burner now. Now, no, hold on.
Okay.
You didn't put your girl in a situation to where niggas finna shoot her now. I'm saying, because your pride got in the way.
Okay.
So,
so let me respond. So
but you're not ready for. You're ready for all this get down, but if a nigga ready to take it there, you're not ready to take it.
But bro,
you can't.
Okay, and I hear what you're. I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, as men, you got your woman with you. My responsibility is to protect my woman. So if I'm out with my woman, whatever comes with whatever comes, we just gonna have to deal with it when it happens. But no, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole. But no, you're not gonna disrespect my woman in front of me because it's gonna have to escalate and whatever's gonna need to happen. I just hate that the woman got shot.
That's what I'm saying.
That's sucker shit. I would
What did
respect
she
it
do?
more. She didn't do shit.
This
All she told you was no.
Wait.
All she said was no.
What we don't know, we don't know all the details is what I'm trying to say. If I'm with a woman, you know what I'm saying? So who knows? Let's just say there's other details we don't know. What if the bitch was being loud?
I'm capping. I'm capping. Hey, first of all, niggas wouldn't even say nothing to a bitch I was with. Let's talk about that.
Facts.
I ain't the type of nigga you would talk to a bitch I'm talking to.
Facts.
So
My behavior is
Okay, wait. So
so
let's take it there. So let's just say there is someone that says, I'm going to try it today.
Yeah.
So you're walking with your woman,
Yeah.
minding your own business, not doing shit, chilling. Nigga roll up like, hey, my nigga, watch out. You heard little brother. Hey, what up, bitch?
Never
What
gonna happen.
You
But
know
if
what
it's
eliminates
for argument's sakes, what are you going to do?
Okay,
Hey,
so
little man.
at least on my part-
Hey, little man. Hey, what up, bitch? What
Well,
you going
you
to do?
know what would eliminate all that?
But if it happens, just for the
Hold on.
sake of the conversation.
What eliminates her getting shot is as soon as he said that, I'm in his shit immediately.
Right, but you're protecting the woman,
I'm
right?
hitting that nigga. It ain't gonna be
Okay,
no talking.
but these niggas got guns and they don't even want to fight, so that's
gotta get
soft
to
to
a
me
gun.
too.
I
gotta
feel
get
that.
to
But
it.
I'm
Like,
saying,
at least if you're gonna be tough, I get down then. Why you got a
but see,
pistol?
you arguing the facts are what they are.
Right.
These niggas had guns.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I didn't be in a situation where I didn't want to fight. Niggas was disrespectful and niggas pull out the burner. Now I'm gonna be tough guy.
No, I'm not
like,
saying that.
You got it, my nigga.
Right, no, I'm
You
saying.
always got it if you got a burner. You always got it.
No,
It's
it's
on
not
you,
it.
big
You
dog.
got it.
It ain't no tough guy shit.
It's
Right.
on you.
It ain't no tough guy shit.
Right.
It's just
I'm not
understanding-
encouraging a nigga to try to engage
Yeah,
a
that's
nigga
what
with
I'm
a
trying
gun.
to say. That's
But from
what I'm trying to say.
what the news reports, they were trying to walk away
I don't believe
and
that.
say, but
That's what they told them.
Okay, but that's what the news says, that they were trying to walk away. Dude was being aggressive to them. So in that case, I just think it's just some sucker shit to pull out a gun. And nigga, if she said no, just take the no.
Yeah,
What's so wrong with a no?
We agree with all that.
Okay.
We on the same page with that. What I'm
Right.
saying is, when it goes there, there's certain niggas that's willing to go there.
Right.
So if you're not willing to go there, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's always an option.
There's always an option, my niggas. Like,
A lot of shit
you
can
could
be
be living right
a
now.
lot- a lot of
Shutting
shit
up
can be
is not-
eliminated with the right commentary based on how
Right.
you meet that situation. Here's a proverb: a soft answer turns away wrath.
Right.
It does.
You come to me with all that aggressive commentary about ladies. First, I'm gonna try to be diplomatic. Hey, man, we not really.
Right.
I've never had a situation like that happen to me.
Me neither.
I can't imagine it. But I'm saying if it did, man, look, we're not even really about that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
He
right.
continues to escalate. I think. You know a way to talk. I know niggas that's
Yeah,
walking around
man.
with pistols that
Yeah.
still talk their way out of
Yeah.
situations.
I done seen niggas
Because that's the last thing they want to
I
do
done
is
seen
bust their
niggas
gun.
take pistols out, put them down, and fight niggas. So, I mean, if you ain't that type of nigga, you're a coward.
Right.
Is a woman you're not married to worth dying for?
no.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh. Now that's a deeper question. Ugh.
You got kids?
See, my mama or something like
Nah,
yeah,
just
but
the situation, just broad in the mall. Just the same situation.
if mother or something, just a broad I'm smashing and be cool. I'm gonna tell her shut up, let's roll. Really, let's go. Period. Like niggas is tripping. If we gonna go there, I'm not finna tough guy in front of her unless I'm willing to take there. And if she ain't got no burner or nothing, was she finna be a witness? Or
But
she
right,
gonna be a victim?
but I don't think that's what anyone's arguing. I'm just saying, in the event that you're with a woman
Yeah.
and danger comes to her life, do you put your life on the line to protect hers?
That's what I said. That she
I think instincts with
family
me, I
member?
probably would. I think my instincts. I think it would probably be if I thought about it, I'd be like, eh. But in the moment, I'm gonna just be like, I would probably
I don't know what I
instinctially
do. I
do
don't
it.
know. I've never.
Any
That's
of
at least what I
any
believe.
of y'all ever beat a nigga ass in front of your girl?
Yeah.
Nah.
What was the scenario?
Me tripping. I needed to calm down. It had nothing to
I was
do
at
with
the
me.
movies at the Ontario, where the Ontario Improv is, and I was
Ontario Mills?
I was in the bathroom, and it was this real big black dude. Man, he probably was like 6'6".
Oof.
He was with two smaller Mexican dudes, and he was trying to. The little Mexican dudes was like kind of black acting, and they was trying to act tough because they was with the big black dude. So I'm in the bathroom washing my hands. I turn around, I bumped the little Mexican dude on accident, and I said, "Hey man, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't even see you. Just watch where you're going next time, homie."
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Tough guy.
I said, "Excuse me."
No, nigga.
He said, and he hit me with watch. You know what I mean? So I see the black dude standing outside the bathroom, and I kind of notice the situation. Now, I said, you think because you with this nigga that it's gonna stop what's gonna happen to you? I just picked that nigga up by his neck and slapped him. And the nigga, when I said, "What's happening?" The nigga kind of like, "Nah, it's all good," and he grabbed his homie.
He kept it respectable.
Yeah. But my girl was standing in the hallway, so she couldn't physically see the fight. She heard everything and saw the aftermath of me coming out. You know what I'm saying?
What did the nigga do after he got took out by his homie?
When we got to the front of the Improv, we walk into the car, and here come the black dude and the two Mexican dudes. And the Mexican dude say, "Hey, there, you know, what's up, dog? What happened?" And I turn around, and he just kind of like, and the black dude like, "Man, look, man, don't, you know, it's all good, man." And I kept telling him I don't want to fuck. Cause this was a big ass nigga. I kept saying, "Man, I'm not trying to fight you, my nigga, but I ain't no bitch, my nigga. He a man. He can handle his own business, bro. He's disrespectful."
You know what's cool? You know what's fun for me to see? It's fun for me to see that Kraig got his beanie on the back of his head and it still ain't reaching his hairline. Come on, you whole ass niggas. I got a hairline. I ain't got no. Come on home, Kraig. You a few millimeters away. You're a few millimeters away, nigga.
I got a nickel left, man.
You got a whole decade? You got a decade?
Nah, I ain't got a decade.
I
got a nickel. I'm gonna be alright.
Kraig got to 2027.
Oh, that's cold blooded. But okay, so a woman that you're not married to is not worth dying on. If you take a bullet for a woman, does she owe you?
Oh, you owe me for life.
Everything.
You owe me for life.
If I
take that bullet and I make it, nigga, give me everything I want.
If I need a kidney in 50 years, bitch, lay on that table.
Yeah. What comedian was that got a kidney from his wife and then they broke up? And then they broke up and he kept the kidney?
Yeah,
fuck
George Lopez, he
Give me
done
the kidney back. Fuck that.
He got his kidney and
Give me my shit back.
For real?
He stole that kidney like he was stealing jokes. Allegedly.
I think she owe me.
That's
you know
a wild
shit. I take a bullet for you. I feel like if I take a bullet for a woman, she should allow me to beat her ass in public for a year.
Oh, okay.
I should be able to get away with knocking you out.
Once a year?
Yeah, just
wake you up.
You know what I'm saying? I get
go
the
your
whole
teeth,
day.
bitch.
I get
Get
a
back
day
to
to
the
just
house.
work. I
Yeah.
just get to work all day. Just for a whole year.
Yo, hold on, bitch. Pick up your molar. When you knock out a back tooth hitting the bitch,
Pick up
really,
the molars?
You really dug in. You really put everything you had.
You planted that back foot.
Knock
You
out
knock out
some
my
wisdom.
back tooth.
You done knocked out my molar.
Bitch, I didn't loosen the bitch tongue up. I dug it. Wow, nigga.
No, I'm playing, man.
I can't say bitch no more.
I'm not advocating for violence. I'm just playing. If I take a bullet for a woman, I mean, we got to have a real serious sit-down conversation. Like, man, I don't know. I don't think.
Would y'all take the bullet for her?
I think it'd be emotional debt as opposed to what she owed me.
He should take the bullet. He should have took the bullet for her if he was popping shit and started the niggas to want to pull a gun.
But y'all didn't answer though. But would y'all take the bullet for the woman?
No.
If she's not your wife?
No.
If I'm look, first of all, let me tell you.
But you're in a relationship with her and it's serious.
I don't care.
Serious. A woman I'm serious with would not put me in that situation.
Yeah, she just walk away.
That's how I feel.
But in this situation, from what is being projected in the news, it wasn't anything she did. It was this guy giving some unwanted advances, and they were like, "Can you please stop?"
That didn't
And he
make
said
sense.
no.
The bitch
The
did.
one be lying like a motherfucker too, though.
It's hard.
That's
I know what you
Keep it
saying.
100 though.
I'm
It is
giving
some
100.
ignorant niggas
I
out
just
here.
can't imagine
is.
no bitch
It's
doing
some-
that to me.
But there are some ignorant, reckless niggas with pistols that'll try you just for nothing. Like, hey, nigga, shut up, fuck that bitch. I've seen niggas like this, bro.
I don't think this happened like that. When it make it to the news, I feel like it's some bullshit. I feel like either she's protecting her man, who was in some type of trouble. Maybe he has 2 strikes, and if he gets in trouble again, he's a rap. You know what I'm saying? It's something more to the story because most of these niggas that got guns and shoot niggas understand how hard it is to get bullets. And most niggas is not going to waste bullets on a nigga that's not an enemy or a situation that is not deadly.
Bullets are a bitch.
Maybe a kid, maybe a little kid, 15, 16-year-old to be out there just popping for no reason. But, you know, I can see it happening, but I just can't imagine a nigga who's that bold to be shooting in a mall to just be shooting at a motherfucker for no reason.
But okay, but I hear what you're saying on that, but I have heard from a lot of women saying that they've dealt with niggas that have got at them and are super aggressive if they say no.
How tall is that nigga?
Right.
Or just if they by themselves, I'm just saying, like, so I'm saying, like, maybe it's not as serious as a nigga shooting a chick, but I am saying that the women are saying that when niggas is hollering, they say no, they like, bitch, but what? Like it's not just like they're like, oh, okay. So it is getting a little bit more escalated than it was back in the day.
Niggas pills, man.
Yeah, this is wild.
But that charge of shooting in a mall or shooting in a school with kids around, niggas ain't gonna risk that. That's life imprisonment shit right there. If you ain't gotta hit nobody. If you shooting in a mall or a public place where children can be, they gonna watch you.
Yeah,
so why would a nigga risk a washing unless he's high on pills? Or unless the boyfriend was a real enemy type nigga that probably shot him or killed somebody he knew, and the bitch was just a scapegoat.
I'm gonna set it off.
I'm gonna set it off. Act like I'm hollering at the bitch, because a lot of times niggas be.
You know the funny part about it is the news. Some of that can definitely happen. The news will know it, and they'll still report it as some bullshit.
They're saying that the shooting was on the street though, so it wasn't in the mall. So it was on the street. It wasn't in the mall.
Because I remember when LA had that whole 100 Days and 100 Night thing.
Right.
It was somebody I know got shot in that thing. But he got shot because he was fucking with somebody's gal. He came out the house and homie came up and my bitch house and shot him. But when the news reported it, it was part of a whole gang thing that was happening in LA that was meant to kill everybody. Like,
I do think niggas shoot way.
Assholes.
Niggas do shoot way sooner these days than they did back in the day. It's at least back in the day you would get like a fight, maybe, and they get poked. But niggas wasn't shooting that. Like, niggas go to guns really quickly. It's like there's no other alternative to fix this disagreement. We just got to shoot it out.
I'm going to be honest with you.
That's how it was in the 80s, though.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Niggas are getting socked out in the late.
But I'm going to be honest with you, though, boy.
Huh?
You got to have a gun.
Yeah. If you're in a state where you can carry it, that thing got to be on you.
No, I don't want to believe that.
But you have to.
Because, nigga, but we're emotional beings. Like, I don't want to be in a situation if I'm super upset and then have access to a gun, throw away my life, maybe hurt somebody else. When if I didn't have it, but that's what I'm saying, though, if I didn't have it, it wouldn't even be an option. I'm going to just have to deal with the anger and what I got these. But if I know I got a gun and if I'm mad as fuck and I feel like you a threat, maybe I'm not thinking right, and then there's something like that's what happens.
But why? But these don't mean shit when the other niggas got
guns, and that's the fucked up part.
I'm asking a question. Because you said these niggas that pull guns with some bitch ass niggas. So don't you think you be being a bitch ass nigga if you did that? So why don't you fight the bitch ass nigga that you said niggas was for doing shit like that, and you don't?
I'm all about just going. If it's a problem and niggas gotta have a fade, do that. I'm in agreement with that. I just hate the fact that niggas just. Like, why is there even need for pistols like this?
I'm only fading with niggas I respect.
Yeah,
really?
I'm not. I'll fight you. I'll fight Charlie. I'll fight you niggas. I'll fight Brandon. I'll fight Doze. I'll fight some of the niggas I grew up with because I love and respect them.
Right.
But I'm not fighting niggas I don't know because it's too. The probabilities are too high,
and they may take it there with you.
Take my life.
Right.
I can't trust another man like that has no love for me. With a squabble.
Right.
All my soldiers
I can't.
Yeah, all my soldiers.
I'm telling you, we could drive here and leave here. I could take y'all right now to a spot, one of the streets I grew up on. If it's 10 niggas, 9 of them got a gun.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
And these ain't niggas that's out there just, they're not trying to be hard and tough.
It's for self-preservation.
It's because they understand, man, it's niggas out. Bro, I'm telling you, it'll fuck you up.
And like, damn, on top of the niggas, the whole George Floyd thing happened. You got these white boys rolling around with guns right now.
See, and that's
every time something good happened for black people, you got honkies nationwide that want to get retribution, and they go right to where they know niggas ain't got no guns. That's why they all shoot up churches and shit because they know anybody got no guns there. So, just being in the United States of America, on top of the hood stuff, having that thing on you is necessary because that's been the only thing that kept us from prosperity.
Why are we the only society like that, though? People don't have to keep guns on them in Japan.
You're correct. Look, Japan is different, bro. What you have to understand about this is diversity, if not controlled by the right power, is a dividing line.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of those cultural differences that divide us those differences are perpetuated by misinformation and propaganda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the other side are carrying weapons and shit out of fear of us, which is an agenda that was pushed by the hierarchy, white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one layer. These are some big niggas out here, and they break into houses and they do crimes. I got to be able to protect myself. Hence the LA riots with the Koreans all having guns and shit and doing what they do. That's just one layer. Then you get our layer with the whole socio-economical lack of socioeconomical situation, a lack of resources, on top of white supremacy, on top of self-hate, on top of tribalism, on top of colorism, on top of gang banging, and you got all these different layers of confusion. I don't have time to peel back each layer to figure out which type of nigga you are. All I have time for is, hey, bro, I don't want no problems. But if you keep walking towards me, I'm going to blow your motherfucking head off.
But see, this is the thing. See, this is the inherent problem that I have with that line of thinking. And I know that it's true, but this is the thing that fucks me up about it. I'm a person I'm a square bear type of dude. I ain't been in a fight since I was 20 years old. Don't want any energy like that, right? Don't want a gun because I know if I get angry, then I might want to use the gun. Then if I'm in a situation where I'm like, well, everybody got guns. So now I got to be like, okay, well, now I have to have a gun, illegally carry it, and I have a recognizable face, so I'm a little bit more. Okay, so I carry it, whatever.
No,
So just
hold on.
Okay,
because I'm telling you about Kraig Facts on here. We're about legal.
Okay, so legally, so I legally carry it. I legally carry it. So I legally carry the gun. So I have a legal permit. I have a legal permit, right? So I don't want it. I don't even want it. But now I have to have it because I know other people have it. So then if I'm faced in a situation where I got to pull this bitch out, where I'm from, I learned if you pull it out and don't use it, the motherfucker you didn't use it on is probably going to kill you. So now I got to pull it, because if I pull it out, now I got to kill somebody and wonder, did I just throw my whole fucking life away? Can I beat the case?
But look, though.
That's just a lot.
Most niggas ain't going to, 8 out of 10 niggas is not going to pull a gun on you if they know you got a gun.
That's what I was gonna say. It's
9.5 out of 10.
Because look, no nigga is mad enough to want return fire. all these niggas out here doing shootings. Most of them it's the cowardly approach. That's why you think a gangbang, they say, I caught that nigga slipping. Niggas ain't out here. Niggas is trying to catch niggas slipping. They ain't trying to catch a nigga catching them. They
niggas don't want to get slipping. At the end of the day, dog, niggas don't want to get shot. That's just flat out. Niggas do not want to get shot. I don't care what it is. And 9 times out of 10, your pistol just equalizes a threat that's in the situation. That's all it is, man. I got a CPL. I got a CPL in Detroit. I got a CPL in Michigan. Period. We was running a car lot. He had X amount of dollars that was coming in, and everybody in the hood knew we dealt with cash. So on occasion, motherfuckers would show up acting like they looking at a car, XYZ, and if they see you got your shirt up, they see that hammer hanging off, that ain't what I want.
That ain't what they want. Smash the like button. We should be at 1,500 likes.
1,500.
Go ahead.
Even in nature, the lion don't go after the strongest. They go after the one that's limping.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about make. You have to be a threat, and I thank Kraig for that, because I didn't have a gun 10 years ago, and Kraig one day came to the house and just broke it down real logically. And I've always had one around, and at one point I did have it illegally, but Kraig broke it down. You know what I mean? When it came down to having your shit permitted, and because I had gotten rid of the one that I had, you broke it down and was like, nah. And then I listened to the motherfuckers. It was like, you know what? I'm not where I was. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And shit can happen. Yeah. But see, so if you do have it, like. And in California, you can't keep it on you anyway. So you do it legally. You know, you put it in your trunk, put the lock in it,
put the lock
on
it,
clip to the side, all the shit they say.
This is my situation with a gun though, because last year I got a gun. So I was just like, not even off for no reason. I didn't want to carry it. I was just like, shit might really kick off. I don't want to be the only nigga without a gun. I've never owned a gun. I've only shot a gun once. So I had the gun, but then I started to have a serious ass mental breakdown last year. So I was just like, when I'm having them racing ass thoughts, I'm like, I don't want that fucking gun in the house. So that's my thing. So it makes me feel like I'm fucked either way. Like I'm fucked if I'm trying to protect myself because I'm protecting my mental health. But then I'm fucked if you know what I'm saying?
I respect that. Look, because like for me, when I didn't have a gun, like when I gave mine up and didn't have one for a while, I wasn't in a good mental space. Working with these kids, my head was fucked up.
Right.
Working with these kids under all the trauma that I saw every goddamn day. So I know for a couple years, even though like it took me, even though me and Kraig had that, it took me about 3 or 4 years after me and Kraig had that conversation, because mentally I was in a fucked up space. like 2 steps from a nervous breakdown.
Right.
Because all the shit that I was dealing with every day. So in that headspace, it was safe that I didn't have a gun.
Right.
And if you're in that kind of a headspace and you really feel in your heart that, you know, it's not safe for me to have that, then hell no, don't get one.
But see, I'm one of those people that just like, I don't like me handling some shit. I'm a goofy, clumsy ass nigga, bro. I didn't fell downstairs and shit. Like, I don't even want to be handling something that could kill somebody. So
you gotta learn.
I just,
you would take a class.
Fuck with a gun.
You would take what I would do, I recommend you take classes.
Right.
They have NRA certification classes that you can take.
I'm gonna say this, man. If you don't want to get a gun, don't get it.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just, but I hear what y'all are saying about the need for one, though.
No, because what I mean is, a nigga that's a buster, he a buster with a gun and without one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the man behind the pistol. I'm a type of person that I came up in the get down era. Get down at the school and whatever you talking about, in the class, whatever. So these new cats, they not really for that culture. So I understand what you said, the dangers of even having that type of mentality. But I have a family.
I get it.
I have people who call me when it's time to be protected.
Right.
I'm the nigga they hit up like, hey, nigga, it's a problem.
I have a daughter. I get it. A 15-year-old daughter.
So
right.
I look beyond how I feel about it because it has nothing to really do with me trying to be a tough guy. Anything. It's because I understand that when we go to war with these people, or you got to protect yourself, and they have certain weapons. They have certain type of. Whatever they have, nigga, they got a throwing ninja star, nigga. You got rocks, you're kind of in the minority, you're going to get fucked up. So I'm like, well, let me get what I need to get, and I'm saying to protect my family. But there's way, we have shotguns, they have shotguns.
Get a shotgun for the house, because it ain't going to grow unless you cock it and take the safety.
That's what I mean. Most niggas that come to your door,
click like
they hear you rack that shotgun, they
right.
So like, there's just certain things like, that's why I think people get fake guard dogs. People don't like dogs.
Right.
So I'm going to get a dog that when the nigga come, it bark. So maybe they'll run. Like, everybody has their own tactics, but we're just taking it to where, like, I'm a man. I know how to use a gun. If somebody comes try to fuck with any of
then you can protect yourself.
I can protect us, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's a punk in here.
Right.
But if a nigga come with a gun, and I'm the only nigga with a gun, y'all ain't finna be like, nigga, let's all jump on a nigga before he go get his gun. Nah, nigga. Y'all gonna look at me to get the burner, nigga.
All you need is to know somebody that got one. Well, you know God first and foremost.
Right.
But you got to know a nigga that got a heater too.
No, and I just get it.
A gun is cowards carry guns for power.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to carry a gun for protection.
Sure.
If you carrying a gun because nigga, what these niggas gonna do now? Yeah, I'm a mother. You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, is there any justifiable reason to shoot a woman that has rejected your advances?
No.
Never. It's never a reason.
Never.
There's one reason that could possibly exist.
Nigga, she do that in your face or something. Nigga.
No.
What if she wipe dookie in your mouth?
No.
You might gotta die.
Go wash your face. Go wash your face.
Smell it on the way?
No.
You know what kind of travel process that is? She got doodle on her fingertips.
No.
You gotta die if that happens.
What if
y'all ever been with one of y'all niggas and then he try to holler at a chick and she shoot him down and the nigga get violent with her?
Man,
fuck you then, bitch.
You holler at the homegirl, you get jealous, this nigga kill everything off.
She shut the nigga down, this whole ass nigga.
One time, this girl, I was at the club, I was dancing with her, I was grinding on her and shit.
That's
and
how
the
you
bitch put her.
Your little head.
So I'm grinding on her and shit. She pulled her shirt down, pulled her titty out. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna suck this.
She pulled her titty out?
She put her titty out. I'm finna suck this titty on the dance floor in front of everybody, right? So now I'm planning on a public titty suck, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm about to do a public titty suck in front of the whole club, right? And she grabs her titty, lifts it up, and she squeezes some milk out the mouth.
Was it warm?
It was little. So
she skeeted
you
on
know
that
when
nigga.
milk come out the titty, it's not milky. It's like pasty. So she wiped the paste off her titty, and I'm like, and my mouth is open, and that bitch put the shit in my mouth.
What did you do?
Nigga, I was like, oh shit, bitch!
That's fucking disgusting. That's so unsanitary.
Wait, God! So So you stood there and let her put the paste on there though, like
This nigga Kraig drank spoiled milk.
Went to the bathroom, washed it out. But
that shit had colloquium fuel in you, fluid in it. Nigga, you got to be smarter now.
you know,
That's disrespectful as hell.
yeah, man.
I think it's funny as hell
Pay
though.
for that though. Niggas
Really?
Pay for
Yeah, like bitches that can squirt titty milk out at the club. They can
I've
play.
never-
Hey, okay, look, I'm gonna give you. I think we can all come up with one reason to shoot a motherfucker if she turn you down. Here's what. This is gonna be some far fetched shit. Look, okay. What if the broad bought you a ticket to Nigeria, and you got off the plane, and it was an island. It was really an island full of gay Klansmen who wanted to lynch you anally, right? You survived, got back to the States, and lost contact with the broad, because she became a Christian and and disappeared on you. You forgave her because so much time went by, right? And then you ran into her at the mall, and she decided to try to rekindle. You know what I'm saying? And in the process of rekindling and hollering at her at the mall, she said, remember that trip you went on? How's your ass? Would you shoot that bitch?
Yes. No, and I'm pistol whipping her first. She's getting the whole magazine.
Would you
She's
shoot
getting the
that
whole
bitch?
magazine.
I'm a dick. I'm a shoot her. I'm a Dexter that bitch.
I wouldn't shoot her. I beat her to death
Fuck
though.
that.
I'm
I
a
wouldn't
Dexter
shoot
that
the
bitch.
You gonna
Yeah.
Dexter?
I'm a Dexter her.
You
I'm
gonna
a
chop her body up?
Throw that shit in the Gulf Stream.
So
I wouldn't shoot her, but I'd beat her to death.
You beat her to death?
I wouldn't shoot.
No, you can shoot her. You shoot her. You shoot
With a
her.
smirk. How's your ass?
Disrespectful. Oh, disrespectful, bitch.
ass been?
Anyway, but I changed my life. Let's rekindle.
Get back to where it was at before.
Oh yeah,
Yo.
she gonna get
That's
dogged.
crazy.
What's another scenario?
What's another scenario where you're like, man, I might have to shoot this motherfucker, man? There's so many, man. It'd have to be that far-fetched for me to do
Yes.
is what I'm saying. I don't believe in any violence towards women unless she tried to kill me.
Let me ask y'all this: Would you kill the female in a scenario like this? I'm in the car. This years ago. I'm in the car with my girl, my homeboy in the backseat with his girl. They get into an argument. The argument escalates. He calls her a bitch.
Wait, say it again. Start again.
I'm riding in the car. I got my girl with me, passenger side. My homeboy's in the back with his girl. They arguing on the way to the restaurant. Argument escalates. He calls her a bitch. Then all of a sudden, she just said, "Fuck you, nigga. That's why your dick little. You dick little. You a hoe ass nigga." She starts demeaning this nigga's penis size. I'm in the front seat. I'm in tears. I'm a comedian first. The shit's funny to the motherfucker. Like, she cooking this nigga. Hoe ass nigga. Blah, you bitch nigga. You hoe ass nigga. Your dick's little. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he just in the back seat like, oh man. In that situation, would you put hands on the girl? Nothing?
Nah.
Maybe not kill her,
I'll just
but would
take
you-
the L.
You take the L?
She
Just
said
take
you
the
did it.
L,
She telling
like-
the truth.
Over and over
What you
again.
gonna
Nigga,
fight
your
it for?
dick is tiny. You can't hit her from the back.
Why do women do that when they get mad anyway?
Because they feel that way.
They
the
only
whole
do that
time
shit
they
when it's
fuck.
true.
Like,
I ain't never had no
like,
bitch say that to me at all.
As long as lesbians exist, bitch, you can't tell me shit about a small dick. Cause you hoes is fucking with bitches, motherfuckers that don't have that.
So y'all simulating and making faces.
Oh, yeah,
So would you put hands on?
Nah.
This nigga Charlie.
I'll probably put her out the car though. You ain't finna ride with me if that's what's
I drop her off.
You gotta
drop
go.
her
You gotta
off.
Uber home. You
She
gotta.
turned
I
it
drop
up.
a bitch off.
Okay.
I can let the bitch know I got the time to drop you off.
I got
I
time
want you
for
to
that.
sit in that uncomfortableness, bitch.
But it's more than one type of gun, though. Because people think a gun is just physical.
Okay, break it
You know
down.
what I'm
Break
saying?
it
Make
down.
sure
Talk
y'all
to it.
smash
Go
the
deeper,
like
go
button.
deeper.
Smash the likes.
Power can be a gun.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a studio session recently, right? Gang of niggas in the studio, right? And so, in music, if you working with niggas and somebody produces and they know what they're doing, if they don't like something you do, they be like, hey, man, I need you to work this out, do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm not feeling the way this came out. All real artists, if it's coming from the right person, but oh, it's nothing. It's cool.
Yeah.
Ain't no ego
It's
attached
music.
to it. It's music, nigga. We can create. So it was one particular nigga in the studio I was at who was probably the most least experienced nigga in the studio. And he happened to be
that guy.
running the session. Right? And let me let you know how you know a studio session go bad. If a nigga keep hitting the button and he not the engineer, that means the session is gonna go bad as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Turn this up. Get the auto tune. Put the T-Pain on it. Put the T-Pain
Nigga,
on
don't
it.
hit the button.
Make me sound like Young Thug.
Don't hit the button if you don't know how to work the boards, nigga. What the fuck are you doing? So
Yeah, leave the button alone, nigga.
you feel me? So the nigga, obviously he not feeling what I'm laying down, which I ain't tripping if you're not feeling what I'm laying down. But instead of saying, "Hey man, can you do it a little different?" the nigga start giving me this nigga vibe. This nigga.
Oh no.
You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta roll. You gotta roll.
If anybody know
Especially a
me,
creative environment.
Oh, this is not the producer.
no,
Oh,
not the
he-
Just a
producer.
nigga running the session.
Oh, no side nigga can say nothing.
Can say nothing, but I'm in somebody else's session.
I don't want you to even ask me what the bathroom is, nigga. Who cares if you got a piss?
You know
Get
what I'm
out.
saying? So I'm like,
Nigga.
and he not just this nigga me, he this nigga and other people trying to suck up to the other nigga's session
I
that we
hate
in.
that. I hate that.
Trying to endear himself to other niggas, not knowing
You one of them
that
studio rat niggas.
right, not knowing that you in a room full of seasoned niggas. See, the motherfuckers when they don't know you, they try to put their assumptions on your back and they try to force you to carry them.
Yeah.
So look like nigga, if you don't know a nigga in an environment, don't assume that you know what he's capable of based on whatever about the nigga you don't like.
Facts.
So you could tell he didn't really know what was going on with me and a few other niggas, and he's trying to assert some control, but he's fucking the vibe up in the studio. And it wasn't just me. You got other seasoned musicians who've been doing this shit way longer than me.
And you robbing the creativity.
Right.
of the
If you running a session out there
Good luck,
and you robbing the creativity, if you running a session out there and you a rapper and you putting a session and you got skilled musicians coming in, what you're supposed to do is create a vibe, man. Whatever they on, they smoke, they drink, have that shit waiting for them. Yeah. Then you vibe out with them. You let them know what you thinking about, what the vibe of the project is, and then you let them rock out.
Yeah.
You don't micromanage no real artist. It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
I hate that. I hate
As
that.
a producer, you should
Yeah.
have
What
the
ended up happening
fucking.
to that nigga? Did somebody dog walk him or what?
Nah, nobody dog walked in, but a few niggas left early and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the
I
nigga,
hate that shit because then you can't even get the magic in the studio.
but the nigga who ran the session is a good nigga. I mean, the nigga we was there for is a good nigga. He gonna lose out because there was another session a couple days later, and a few niggas hit me like, man, what's going on with the nigga that? You feel what I'm saying? Right. So it's like when your boy chooses a lackluster motherfucker to bring into the group, and the lackluster motherfucker is trying to fuck shit up.
Off some ego shit.
You know, it's like that's how you know how close your relationship is with the person who brought him in. If you can't tell that nigga, hey man, your boy, hey man, either we need to have a conversation and sit down, or I ain't gonna be able to come back again. Cause I'm not letting certain shit happen when it comes to art, bro. It ain't no nigga gonna tell me shit about my process.
Do you think that dude that was talking shit or being wild, what he was saying was a representation of the main dude that he knew?
It's possible.
Because I feel like if a motherfucker is that comfortable in that environment, it's been some commentary going on behind the scenes that I don't know about.
Most definitely, it's possible, and in this industry, niggas do it all the time. Yeah. So I mean, I'm comfortable with that. I'm real comfortable with that.
But that's why he should have checked that nigga. Though.
Exactly, and that's all. Now I'm gonna have a conversation according to the pecking order. Yeah. So the nigga that brought him in, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. Like, hey, bro, I got nothing but love for you and respect for you, but if is it an issue or something I'm doing wrong, or let's talk about it. Let's square it away, because I can't operate like that.
Waste of time.
Because what I'm letting you know is if I come in and it happens again, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna allow a nigga to be petty and disrespect. I'm not allowing a man to be petty and disrespectful to me. You know
Let me ask you a question. It don't matter who paying for the session, bro. I don't give a fuck. If I'm the producer you brought in, I'm the fucking creator, nigga. Right. You can be a fucking trillionaire. You don't know music. That's why you brought me here. So I do my fucking job, nigga, and get the fuck out the way, bro.
Hey,
That's
a great fucking.
When niggas try to tell you how to do what you're doing, your job, oh man.
That's a great point Dunk made, because when we go back to the 70s, the last time black music was untouched, it was because that was the last era that the people outside of the producer ran the fucking session. You know what I mean? That's why the music was so good back then. That was the number one rule. The record executives, the record label, nobody could fuck with the producer. Music started declining when they started, the people in the suits and ties, and the people around started telling the producer what to do. Right. And like right now, it's dope ass music being created every day. But it's somebody who ain't got nothing to do with the session, somebody's homeboy, somebody who's down with somebody who owned the label, coming in saying, no, that song, the key is too high, change to this. If that's what the fuck it is. So when Duncan say what the fuck he's saying that's what's necessary to make good music.
Right.
That's it.
And if you control of an artistic environment, you the man, you up top, man, you got to really do a good job of guarding your artist or paying customers or people that's in there in the booth. When I had that comedy show on Sunset at the whatever that bar is, the Naughty Pig Bar on Sunset across from Comedy Store. We throwing the event. This was right before COVID last year, and I hired a photographer. He came through, he taking pictures, but he brought some nigga I didn't know, some associate Super Bowl in the room. He saying shit, y'all should stand here. The nigga fucking up the whole environment.
Stand up. What?
So I pulled my man to the side who we hired, like, who's this nigga? Number one. Two, he's fucking up the vibe in the whole room, dog. You gotta check this nigga, man, and don't bring him again. Now, based on his response was gonna be whether I hired him again. You turn up this my man, this, okay, well then we cutting ties. But you bring this whole nigga again to any of the shoots, man, this gonna really fuck up the vibe.
Yeah.
Nigga got offended. I didn't end up hiring him no more because apparently this was his man. But you allowed that to fuck the money up?
Yeah.
You got to guard your environment, man.
Yeah,
Facts.
You gotta guard that bag,
I don't know. Should I say this shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, you should say it.
Shit. Well, we had the session with Boo Capone. Nigga, when that nigga rolled up, we kind of.
I don't know.
That's my nigga. I love Boo, man. Never mind. But it's like that type shit. Like,
yeah.
sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean, pull the reins back on your book. It's like niggas.
You can say it because Boo know what it is.
Shout out Boo Capone, man. It's the
Yeah,
brother.
no, ain't
Shout out
nothing
Boo.
bad. Ain't nothing bad. It's just nigga came in on one. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to get a shoot done. You know
What he
I'm
tell
saying?
the bitch?
Nigga.
The woman, I'm sorry, the woman.
So we fucking doing the scene or whatever. This nigga walk in, he on fucking 30, nigga. You know what I'm saying? She doing a cool job. You know what I'm saying? That nigga like, man, so the Kraig like, cut, alright, that's good. That nigga like, man, that shit was whack. She can't fucking act.
He said this. I said,
This bitch can't act.
I heard you say that in his voice.
I said cut. As soon as I said cut, he was like, "This bitch can't act." Boo Capone is a savage.
That nigga boy ain't shit, boy.
Nigga came in on the first take.
Yeah.
The first take. So we still just even filling out how we want to do the shit. He come in like, man, this bitch can't. So it's like, so her whole demeanor, even if she was in good spirits still, it's like, I was out here at first, but let me kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that had to kill the whole vibe.
It's murder.
Because as an artists are sensitive, man. You can't do that to no fucking artist.
Yeah.
Right.
He a comedian, so it's like sometimes Boo don't know that everybody ain't taking it as a joke.
Hey,
Like, yeah.
listen. CT Reed or Poppin', one of y'all niggas get that Lisa Ann Hathaway bitch. That bitch don't like her life, my nigga.
Charlie's
don't like
not
her
the
life.
guy. Let me tell y'all. Charlie's not the
I'm not the nigga to fuck with, bitch. You better, block that hoe.
But look, though.
Real nigga. Bitch, you better stay off my motherfucking page too, bitch.
She been on that nigga head.
Shit. Let's keep the party going.
But look, the nigga that was in the studio, you know what I'm saying? You know, the button, that was his gun. It made him feel like he had power.
Oh, when he said that at the
He
end
kept
of
using it on everybody. He was hitting that button the whole night on niggas.
Nah, I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? And when a coward has a gun, they only shoot to make noise. They ain't really trying to hit nothing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I hear this bitch out.
Hey, you know what they mean when they say that? They from the air.
Man, I went through there and let niggas have it.
Everybody knew I was there. That's what I'm trying to say. He just wanted motherfuckers to know he was there. He wanted to show the person whose session it was that he could control all these other niggas who you can't control, nigga. Yeah. He was trying to send a message to somebody else. If you are putting in the right work in a situation, your work will solidify you. You're not gonna. Don't think you can solidify yourself on the backs of other niggas. You still got to stand on your own too.
These are facts.
You know what I'm saying? You think every new group of niggas that you run into with this nigga is gonna bow it down?
Nah,
Hey, nigga, I promise you, if I'm in another session and I'm gonna embarrass your motherfucking ass.
You're going to roast me, Kraig.
Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass your motherfucking ass. Straight up and down, nigga. So yeah, man. So in conclusion with that whole shit, You know, I think having power is a weakness if you're not hitting your target. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
If you just want to control something to control it, you know what I'm saying? That's some bitch ass shit. You know what I mean? If you got a target in mind, all the other goofy shit on the way to hitting that target don't matter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you motherfuckers need to realize when you need to shut up and listen, and you're dealing with a motherfucker that know what they doing, and when you need to speak up. You know what I'm saying? In every situation, in some situations, you may be the nigga that niggas need to shut up and listen to. In other situations, you got to shut up and listen. That ain't no ego shit, but certain niggas know shit that you don't know.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Stop trying to politic and put the work in so the work will politic for you. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
You'll avoid a lot of bullshit like that.
You will.
You'll see who's real and who's not too.
Facts.
Because artists are sensitive, but we're also tougher than the average people.
Facts.
Because we have to deal with rejection more. You feel what I'm saying? So it makes us a little bit tougher. You know what I'm saying? We may be a little sensitive when it comes to what we're doing within our art form. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you're critiquing our art or something we're doing artistically, we may be a little bit bulldogish with it. Like, hey, nigga, you don't know. Okay, we'll go to a commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts.
They're gonna give old boy a price.
What up, my man? What's your name and where y'all from?
Oh, man, you know it's Jay Hub from Compton.
Okay. That's what's up. What's your name? Where you from?
Walt, man, I'm from the IE, baby. That's how we roll.
Yeah. IE's a big ass area. What part?
I grew up in Ontario.
All right, cool.
That 909 line, baby.
Oh, that 909 line.
Yeah, man.
So what y'all about to get this game on? What's on the line? What's the stakes?
We can do 1,000 a game. 1,000 a game.
Oh,
Run three games. Run three
You
games.
got that much space?
Whatever half man
Three games?
slash amazing player coach. What are you doing?
That's the 3K. Look, if you got a squad, man, sign up, hit that inbox, man. You can come play.
Last two games was overtime, too. Oh, yeah, they both. Last two games was overtime. They cheated us a little bit. You can win another way, man. I'm playing the ref, man. You ain't take my money next time, though. I guarantee that one, though.
Whoever said life ain't great, I paid 1,000,000 times for one mistake, and that's my plate. Label me a chauvinist cause I treat women like people. If that's my equal, take this mask and gloves and do exactly what they ask of us. Queen, I am not a king and we are not nobility. No imaginary friends, no fake tranquility. Only goal is to survive and you are not my enemy. And when I take a gander at your standards, it's based on them. Over there, your hope and the same people we talk to use soap. They used to hang us by a rope. Lost sight of what's right, now you're praying to a pope. And it's a God right here, we are one and the same. Thank them for my contribution, one in my brain. Just a nigga with a pistol willing to die for you. With my faith doing the sin that your eyes should do. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. Friends separate from difference of opinion, cause every man wants some dominion over endings. The homie's getting preachy. He started quoting Malcolm X and Nietzsche. He started saying shit like he could teach me. But I love it when we rock, cause Dunny is my eye. But his mind is Jumbo Jack, cause it is out the box and I'm comfortable. Relaxed in my recliner, stick to norms like the diner till this shit came out of China. It made us all nervous. Is this shit urgent? Or do y'all just not want to pay the baby boomers for their service? Here are my conspiracy blinds, a fear of mine is nearer 9. Me too is cocked back and I'm gleeful. And happy to be here like when shit is free here. Rudolph raised around people cause I don't see here. Or feel the sentiments. You're either here for that smoke or in defensive. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it it through. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through.
Are you a philosopher? Kind of unintentionally, I guess, yeah.
Life is a bitch, man. All my knowledge base is on how to control the bitch of life. That's the only woman that is fucking with you and everybody else. And if you don't control her, she gonna run right over. Shut up, bitch! I said pancakes, bitch, okay? Turkey bacon is cool too, but I need pancakes as well, okay, bitch? That's all I'm saying. You see I'm over here doing an interview. I know you probably got a nigga, whatever, just pancakes and turkey bacon, bitch. And I mean, you gotta control life. Cause everybody's fucking with her, so what makes you different?
You been bitten by the snake. I can tell cause you're looking for mistakes. Like great don't come with second takes. In that search for perfection, the journey goes to waste. How you on but you ain't? Crystal ball says y'all ain't saints, nigga. And y'all ain't crew. He the boss, he don't do that greyhound with you. The black bag belongs to you for a town or two. Make friends with a bum, sleep on the street, and that's the only nigga down with you. Cause you all you got. Preacher man can't do it, nigga, call your shot. He done brain fucked your girl and now she bringing them all you got. Brace that label of sinner, now your balls is chopped. But once you believe in you, then it's all to stop. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels, you keep a lot of niggas around. A circus over there and they waiting to clown. Cause you lost what they found. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels, you keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there, and they waiting to clown you, cause you lost what they found. I only know what I know. Sometimes I fall short when I'm slapping a hoe. Mother taught me hit back, father taught me get strapped. So when they come swinging, all you need is click clack. Them hungry niggas will extort you, they almost forced to. How you in Rome and ain't talk to Caesar? Them west side niggas gon' check your visa. Yeah, no stab, that's a crab. Can't run with a Charlie horse unlit lamp. Plus that bitch, she with them niggas, all shit snap. She done turn your hotel into a Target trap. They might as well take your bread, but hopefully they leave your head. Another Louis bag and we left for dead. It's group economics, dog and sled. If we don't pull for each other, then there's trouble ahead. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels, you keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there and they waiting to clown you, cause you lost what they found. Cutthroats, killers, and scoundrels, you keep a lot of niggas around you. She looking for a layup. I could tell cause when she talks she don't say much. And she used to be an A cup. Got a new body from the waist up. From a set up bitch to a set up miss. She like a drug dealer cause she set up licks. And she halfway conscious. Whole teppin' in this halfway nonsense. How the fuck are you the real McCoy when I meet you with the truth but the vibe is soy? Cutthroats and scoundrels, you keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there and they waiting to clown you, cause you lost what they found.
Hi, my name is Charlie Newhart, actor, comedian, and I just want to share a story that's very near and dear to my heart. A while ago, I had an audition for a TV show, and I had to take a flight out of town. I got to the airport late. I'm running late for the flight. I don't know my lines. And I'm dealing with all these thoughts. I don't know if I'm even going to get the audition. I don't know if I'm going to even be good on the show. As an actor, you got to manage so much rejection and emotions, and I'm already running late for the flight. And then coincidentally, I'm on an all smoothie diet. I'm on a liquid diet just to try to clear my head. So I'm running to try to get to this flight. And I hear them do a last call. They're getting ready to close the door. And it's just, I got flooded with emotion. My heart started beating, my stomach started hurting because I was on this smoothie diet. And I decided to pass gas. Only it wasn't gas. It was liquid. I sharted. And not only was my underwear filled up, but now I'm all filled up with emotion. I don't know what to do. So I just prayed. And God gave me wisdom right there on the spot. I ran to the bathroom, threw my underwear in the trash. And then I freeballed all the way to the airplane. I made the flight. I got to the audition. I got the role on Chicago PD. And I wasn't wearing any underwear during the audition. Here's the deal. To get to destiny, to get to success, sometimes you got to deal with your own crap. And you got to be able to love yourself through it all. And that's why I wrote this book. 80 pages. I love myself. This book is all kind of crazy stories about my life, about being an actor, comedian, getting shot, God healing me of cancer. Everything is in this book. But I had to go through a bunch of crap to get to destiny. Just like that crap that was in my underwear, there's a ton of crap in this book that I had to get past. The only way we get to success is by getting through our own crap and loving ourselves through it all. And I also got these shirts. I Love Myself shirts. Here, you can check it out. You can get it all on my website, ilovecharlienewhart.com. Cash App is I Am Charlie Newhart. This book, these shirts will bless your life. I love you because I love myself.
1981.
He didn't beat Roy Jones. He beat the old nigga. He didn't beat Roy Jones.
I personally think
that wasn't Roy Jones that he beat.
Roy was winning that fight. I personally thought Roy.
He got knocked.
But he didn't dominate Roy.
Even he got knocked. That was still Roy 6 years after Roy.
They stopped the fight, but
that's like Larry Holmes beating Ali.
Yeah,
he didn't beat Ali.
He didn't beat Ali. You beat
this fat.
You beat the nigga that had the same name as him.
Because his thing is his leg.
Roy Jones.
No, he beat Roy Jones Jr.
No, he didn't fight Roy Jones Jr.
It's like Larry Holmes beat Ali. He didn't beat Ali. He beat that old fat guy.
He beat Ali, though.
That ain't Ali. That's not the Ali.
Guess what, y'all? I have a new product. It's called the 6'9" Snitch Finger.
Show do not have a goddamn. Is that a lace front beard?
You just put it on.
Hey, man, I'm about to get, man. I wish I knew who the fuck said that shit.
And point to the person you're snitching on.
Bitches go home for Christmas.
Man,
it was this nigga. It was that nigga here. It was this nigga here. This nigga here. I wanted to go home, nigga.
$25 plus shipping and handling.
I am a quarter Mexican, but you know what I'm saying? But Mexicans don't fuck with black people.
No.
Not at all.
I didn't realize how much that shit fucked me up until I got older. And I realized that, they really don't fuck with niggas like that.
That's crazy. We back on the air.
Oh, shit.
What up? They do with us. Once we get to about junior high, a lot of Spanish people start seeing the light because they grew up with us and shit. Some of them go gangbanging and get worse, and others of them realize, oh man, these we've
Same thing, bro.
so can't no out of town hotep nigga tell me nothing about no Mexicans. I know some diehard real motherfucking Mexicans that I love, homie.
Hell yeah, real shit.
And they do come from a warrior culture. They not bitches.
At all.
So
there are some Mexicans who know and see through the bullshit. Problem is they are in the minority. You know what I mean? That's the problem. They're in the minority. But if you're from Southern California, if you're from LA, these are your neighbors. You know these motherfuckers. So so many of them, like, maybe 1 out of every 10, but that one is somebody you probably mad cool with.
and that's who, the one motherfucker that hate me. That's why I got the gun. For that one motherfucker, because if you got enough courage to hate a nigga you don't know and don't know shit about, what else would you do?
I want to ask y'all this question because we was on the topic before, but I didn't get to squeeze the question in. So let me ask y'all this: with all races, it seems like black people get hated on by the most races. Like white people don't fuck with black people, Mexican people don't fuck with black people,
And
some
black
Asian
people-
people
and
don't
black
fuck with
people
black
from other
people.
countries don't fuck
Why
with
do
black
you
people.
feel like as black people we're the most hated race?
Because of white supremacy.
So it's because the white people hate black people and they just spread that amongst all the other races, like don't fuck with these niggas?
Well, it's right. So, okay, let's break it down in a multiplicity of ways that a lot of our motherfucking master teachers. I'm gonna put together 4 or 5 different guys' teachings. Okay, racists. We're in a race. What are we racing to? Wealth and resources. Okay, so now that we're in competition, now instead of us being humans working for a collective cause, now I'm a 49er, you're a Raider. We're on different teams. We got different cheerleaders. We play in different stadiums. We go home to a different side of town. Now we're in competition. Racism. The competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. So when something becomes a competition, now self-preservation for myself and the group is the viewpoint and the outlook internally of anybody who is participating in racism.
Yep.
Period, point blank.
And on top of that, on top of what Kraig said, got to go back 1,000 years. Got to go back to the Moorish control of Europe. What we live in right now is an extension of the Crusades. The Christians versus the Moors. Christians versus the Muslims. This war has been going on since Muhammad.
Since Sultan.
Yeah.
Since the Knights of Templar.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of time.
We're talking about the first form of colonialism, which is the race between the Muslims and the Christians to take over the world.
To conquer the world. And when the Muslims got out first, and the Muslims taught the Christians how to enslave black people. So, because they started enslaving Africa 800 years before the European did. And so, what we're dealing with is that thing. And so, when the Spanish Inquisition happened and Isabella and Ferdinand defeated the Moors in 1492, you know what I mean? That's when they had that's the whole running of the bull thing is running the niggas out of Spain.
Really?
And, yeah, that's about, yeah.
No.
And
niggas shouldn't go.
Yeah.
That was about running niggas out of Spain.
And so
they still did it to this day.
They still that's to signify 1492.
That's why if you notice, the bulls are always black,
and they're wearing white, and they're wearing white.
But why are they still doing that to this day? If we're all cool.
We're not cool. That's the point. We're not cool because you got to realize the Spanish and the Portuguese got out and started this whole color-coded racism shit. The Spanish and the Portuguese got it out before the British did. You know what I mean? So everywhere they colonized, white was right, black was wrong. Yes. And we've been dealing with this. And so when you're dealing with Spanish-speaking countries, you got to realize Mexico's had that color-coded shit longer than America has. So they got taught by the OGs of how to color code and separate.
So they
people.
have like shadism, like in black culture as well.
Yeah, all that shit. Wow. And so
shadism. That's when you sleep up under a tree. For
so like a lighter skinned Mexican person and a darker skinned Mexican person, they be having issues.
Major issue.
Really?
Worse than the United States. It's worse here. It's worse there than it is here.
Today, years old.
Because over here you got actually white people. Ain't none of them motherfuckers actually white, but they still fight over it. You know what I mean? So we're in the middle. Yeah, we're in the Spanish, but they all fucked somebody black. You know, at some point. You know what I mean? The Anglo-Saxons ain't got no black in their motherfucking ass. These motherfuckers do.
Well, Spanish,
and Spanish is black. So we're dealing with.
Where did they get the saxophone from? Anglo-Saxons.
It's out of Anglo. That's why it's called Anglo.
So we got
it's Anglo down. That's right. The curvature is Anglo.
We dealing with that shit, but and on top of that, look, black Americans, look, when you look at what the fuck we done accomplished in spite of what we've been against, you be jealous too. True. Think about it. We were under worse suppression here than they were at home, but instead of us going somewhere else, we created hip hop. We created jazz and said we're gonna create our own economy. We created the cotton gin. We created the air conditioning, the refrigerator. We created all this shit because we're the only group that didn't have to flee. We just created some shit and made it a whole goddamn industry. They couldn't do that, so of course they're jealous.
Wow, so they don't fuck with us because we're strong and resilient.
Very.
Yeah, well, if the status quo is white supremacy.
No, that's why they fuck. That's why they fuck with us. Is because we're strong and resilient. Yeah. They don't fuck with us, but they don't fuck with us when they don't feel like they can control it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They can't feel if they can put it out.
If they don't have a grasp on it, you're now a threat. It's like a nigga walking around with 10 guns pointing them at everybody. That's how they look at this motherfucker's dangerous.
And we can't control it.
They doing this when they say, oh, shit.
Because I guess that's the thing that always, and I know that there's different history in books and the shit that we learn, but I guess I'm just taking it back to before slavery and shit. When you had black people in Africa, I'm just like, what was black people doing in Africa that bothered people so much to where in 2021 they still don't fuck with us? Like, was it because we were just over there thriving, doing our own shit, being kings and queens, right, over in Africa before they came there?
I don't necessarily agree with that.
No, we was everywhere.
No. So okay, so we weren't just in Africa.
No, we were everywhere.
We were here. We was already here.
We were here.
I keep hearing that. I don't understand what. Okay, so black people were in America before they took us from Africa.
Because if you look on the walls, look on the walls, and you see their carvings and paintings. They have African priests in jaguar garb, and like what they wear is cheetah garb. They have a whole cheetah on them, and that's the high priest from Africa. Right. So they have these drawings of these dark skinned men with that shit, showing them, meeting them, giving them reverence because they brought knowledge of shit that they didn't know about over here. And so, not that we were over here, that we came here, we originated here. We came here and we always fuck with people before any European.
And on top of that,
so before slavery, we were over here.
I want to clarify one thing.
I didn't know that.
Everybody that wants y'all to do this, go pull up your phone now. Pull up Webster's Dictionary, 1828. This is what the dictionary said back then, the original editions of the Webster's Dictionary. Google and a Webster's Dictionary of an American in the year 1828. The definition says this, I quote, copper-colored individuals that were here when the European came to America and saw who they were, that has now been amalgamated and taken over by the European settlers. The original definition of an American was copper-colored individuals, and they got pictures of them.
Right.
So I encourage people who want to know more. The first Americans were Africans was one, and then Dr. Clyde Winters. Dr. Clyde Winters got like 5 books on this topic.
Wow. Right.
And it goes into, because you had your native dark skinned people here. You had your dark-skinned Indians, and then you had your slaves. Those people were already here in 1619 when the other motherfuckers came.
So would you recommend Ivan Van Sertima's book?
Hell yeah. They came from Columbus. Hell yeah.
It's a good book.
So look, I'm going to tell you, hold on. I'm going to say no, because that book has been disproven. And if you're doing your knowledge, you know your scholarship, don't that book.
Talk about it. That's what I was asking.
I gotta get what I gotta see the evidence.
It came before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima.
I gotta see the evidence.
Because what they do is they use phenotypes.
Okay.
And that's just another way of saying you got a nigga with dark skin, big lips, or big nose. That means you're African. And that's not necessarily we have every type of nose. We created nose, nigga. So it's like we don't have a certain type that there is. So when white people came, they seen. Okay, that has that. Okay, that must be African.
Right.
So it's easy to jump on that. I ain't saying that. I'm saying like but we're that's not us. And I mean that was proven.
In the book. You remember, there's more than phenotype. They also use linguistics. They also use metals. They also use food. They also use botany. Right. It wasn't just linguistics that
No. I'm saying, but all that shit was proven to be wrong. That's what I'm saying. When you
I gotta read that book.
Yeah, no, it's not a book. They have a gang of lectures on it, how they broke it down, because it's old science. So now when the new science came in, you can disprove that by having the actual, you know what I'm saying, the actual data to compare from what he was getting and for what we have now. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said about the phenotype thing, and that's how they use to prove that they, you know what I'm saying, most of this, 80% of it was.
Right,
you know what I'm saying, what they look like.
Right. Look, okay. Check out what the nigga's saying. That's some real shit, man.
I'll look it up. You know what I mean? Still read the book. Just get on your knowledge, nigga.
Check this out, though.
You know what I'm saying?
So, they just came out with a new report about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Oh, yeah, it's fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, should sitting ducks quack or should they fly, right? Because would you rather be sick and alive or dead and nothing? Because that's basically the two options that we have. With this new vaccine basically causing blood clots in people's system, you have to choose whether you want to be dead and nothing or sick and alive. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I bring that up is because in Europe, they're starting to adapt and use the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And somebody put out some numbers. And these numbers were very interesting. So 300,000 people have died from COVID. 16 million have been affected in the U.S. Out of the 300,000 that have been affected, 9 have died from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Right. Directly proven through the whole blood clots situation. So, would you rather be alive and sick or dead?
Alive and sick.
You rather be alive and sick, right?
You can always get better.
I'd rather take my chances of catching it as opposed to put some battery acid in
alive, nigga, because most niggas still ain't getting sick.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Facts.
Okay, they said, what, 16 million got sick, got affected?
16 million infected, 300,000 died, 9 have died from blood clots attributed.
How many Americans are there? 300 million?
All right. This is all in America. Yeah, right.
It's 300 million Americans and only 16 million got sick.
That's a
so I'd rather just be alive and alive, smoke some weed on 420.
The thing
I'd rather get hit with.
But this is what they're not saying though. This is why I got a little high, so I fucked up my delivery. But this is what they're not saying though. They're not talking about the worry that's killing people.
Facts.
So once
the loss of hope.
So once they plant the fear of death into your head, they start to articulate propaganda that makes you worry.
It's 582,448 deaths. There's more deaths than that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, attributed to the
Johnson
COVID?
No, to the COVID. You said 300,000.
But it's like two. But you know the funny part about it?
It's 582,000.
It's like 2 deaths attributed to the flu.
So look. So introducing this new information into the spectrum about these fucking vaccines, along with the fear and worry that we already have from regular COVID, is introducing worry into our psyche.
Facts.
How many people have died from worry?
Ooh.
Hey, you know a story?
Yes. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah. 1 second.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the term is called death anxiety. That's an actual medical term. The phrase defines the apprehension people experience when they become aware of death. Why do they keep introducing this death awareness into our psyche? People only think biological warfare is one way. Yeah, it's one way through chemicals and shit like that and fucking germs and shit like that. But what about the psychological implications of always constantly being in fear of death every day like regular black men are? Black men are.
That's a fact.
It's a stress thing. Like, to go on with that, I have a friend that I know, she died last year. She got in a really bad car accident and didn't go to the hospital because this time last year when COVID first was hitting, last March. She didn't go to the hospital because she was so worried about. That's when all the news was like, "Don't go to the hospital. The hospital's overcrowded." And and people who had COVID, they had these fucking biological warfare suits on. So she was like, "I'm not going to the hospital after a car accident."
Right.
3 weeks later, she died. Internal bleeding.
Ugh.
Out of fear of going to the hospital because of what was being said on the media. So you have all kind of collateral damage like that.
Absolutely.
What about Yeah, it's all kind of shit like that going on that did not count.
And stress has an actual physical impact on your body. Like it can disrupt your immune system and all type of shit. So if you're stressed and if you're afraid about shit, that can actually physically harm you.
I mean, let's talk about
wild.
it. People are profiting off of fear. That's really what it boils down to. They're profiting off of fear. If you do any research on any of previous vaccines, it takes anywhere from 10 to 15 years before that vaccine hits the public, before it's actually hit with people. How were they able to determine what's going on with a vaccine and this COVID-19 is what, a year old? Mm-hmm. Which means that people, in my opinion, the people that's taking it now is guinea pigs. Yeah. So if you're taking it now and you're signing a consent form saying that you don't know what the side effects are going to be,
and you can't sue.
You can't sue because this disease is so new, it hasn't been tested, and everybody talking about all these other things that are possible. Show me anywhere where a vaccine has been tested 10 to 15 years on somebody with COVID-19. You can't because it's too new.
Right.
And you know what you getting. Crazy part about it is when you read I've always been someone who invests in stocks. So when you invest in medical stock, it's good to know what trials they have going on.
Facts.
Because you can plan on what to buy, what's going to look like 5 years from now. So just off of understanding of stocks, you would see, okay, Pfizer or whatever company has this new vaccine that's possibly going to cure asthma or whatever. Right. And then you read the paper 5 years from now, that vaccine's not going to come out because motherfuckers grew a third lung.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but that shit don't happen till like year 8.
Talk about it.
And year 10. Right. So like 90% of this don't quote my fucking numbers, you idiots. Most of these motherfucking trials that happen, they don't get to fulfillment because they found out some shit that happened late in it. Yeah. All these shits is promising in the first 3 years. Right. You know what I mean? So when you consider that, and then the fact that it's not FDA approved.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So I don't want to get this video taken down, so I ain't saying shit else.
And they're practicing medicine, bro. And the thing. Oh shit! Okay. No, I was saying like it's practicing medicine, so it's a practice, and it goes back to what I was saying before about time. Like you can't cheat the time. Like it's gonna take 5-10 years, and no matter how much, and it's fucked up because people are dying until it happens, but you can't speed up the process because it's gonna take the time. So
mental warfare is real, man.
Because it's a running ticker in the corner of a CNN News or CNBC,
that's that fear.
And it's fear. It's telling you, and you see the numbers increasing. Right. Like a ticker, you'll see, okay, 500,000 people have got it. This how many people have passed, and you in watching it, and that's what you see.
They're trying to create death anxiety. Look, death is something we're all aware of. Right. Life, we're all aware of it. There's a lot of things that we're all aware of. We may not be fully conscious because we may be living like a smooth muscle where we're just going, operating like lungs, open and close. You don't tell the muscle to open and close your lungs to do it. It just does it on its own. But look, when somebody is trying to make you aware of something that you're already aware of, they're trying to change your perception. You understand what I'm saying? It's like if I'm looking at Dunk's arm and I keep saying, "Look at your arm, nigga," and he keep looking at his arm. Look at your arm, nigga. Eventually he gonna look at his arm, even though it's the same motherfucking arm, and he gonna start to be self-conscious about that arm. Like, why does this nigga keep looking at my arm?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit is on purpose.
That's
and there's
a form of control.
And there are certain mental disorders and anxiety disorders that come from someone who is trying to control your perception. And there's byproducts of this, and if you're suffering from that, that means that somebody around you or somebody that you've dealt with has been trying to make you aware of something that you're already aware of, and they're trying to change your perception. Absolutely. Here's a few disorders: separation anxiety disorder.
That's a real
that this happens in children. Yeah, it all, and they have a fear of losing. You know what I'm saying? They have my bad. I'm high as a motherfucker. Children, they have a fear of they have a fear of people losing important people to them, such as parents, etc. Through car accidents and shit like that. So they have a constant fear that they're going to lose everybody close to them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Compulsive checkers, repeatedly checking power switches, stoves, locks, in an attempt to prevent harm or death.
Okay.
That's another form of anxiety, death anxiety. Compulsive hand washers. You know what I mean? They got a fear of contracting chronic and life-threatening diseases.
Niggas that was wearing masks in 2017.
Michael Jackson.
Fear of dying from a heart attack. That's an actual anxiety.
Like Fred Sanford.
Yeah. And it's often the cause of frequent doctor. They often visit the doctor more frequent than most regular motherfuckers. And they always are having like panic attacks. You know what I'm saying? Individuals with somatic symptom disorders engage in frequent requests for medical tests and body scanning in order to identify serious and terminal illness. So there's a bunch of different things that can happen when the fear of death is introduced into your conscious and in your psyche. And when somebody's trying to make you re-aware of something that you're already aware of, just keep in mind that that person is probably likely trying to change your perception on something. And you need to get down to the bottom of why this motherfucker keep doing this shit. You
Let me piggyback on that, bro, because you said something. In everything that you said, in every condition, right? Every one word that was prevalent in everything you said was fear, right? I heard a gospel lyric a long time ago, and it was so powerful, I tattooed the shit on my arm because that's why I put my shirt up like this. Faith and fear cannot live together.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing, because if you're just scared of some shit, it'll make you act different, it'll make you move different. And I'll be telling people, like, you can't be bold and scary at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got like faith and fear, like you got to just get the fear out of you, because look at that, all those conditions that you said, and they all are predicated on fear.
Right.
So I think you got to just have more faith than fear, because that shit can literally give you shit that'll fuck you up.
Right.
Literally.
Charlie about to one up you and get John 3:16 tattooed on his inner thigh.
I heard that in a lyric on a gospel song. I'm like, I'm putting it on my arm so I don't forget it.
Nigga about to give us a parable about a brothel. Go ahead. When it was fucking for God. Okay, when God came and then they came. God. There is a song that said God has come. What song is that?
Ew, God.
Come in.
You know, it's
God has come.
It's a song that says God has come.
I'm not even gonna let y'all niggas go down this path. I just want to ask. I want to ask all about computer viruses.
This is information.
Them computer viruses, aren't they created also by the computer companies?
Yeah.
Y'all ever heard any of that information? Like, they create the virus, so they create the fear and then sell you the solution to that fear. Is that the same with the whole COVID shit too?
That's the same. That's the same with America.
That's what I'm saying. It's your government.
That's what that's the crack epidemic. Let's bring in the drugs and sell you motherfuckers a solution. Crime bill, niggas go to jail.
Yeah, that's COVID too, because they gave you COVID and they gave you a vaccine also.
Facts. Same people that gave you the COVID gave you the vaccine.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you trust what's going on?
I just hate the exclusion fear that they're creating along with it too. Doughboy, if you want to come to the Lakers game and you want to sit close to the floor, you got to be vaccinated to sit close to the floor.
They can control you when you're scared.
You got to be vaccinated to fly.
Charlie looked like a FUBU woodpecker.
That's FUBU, folks.
Russell Simmons raptor.
That nigga Kraig look like he getting ready to star in the Fraggle Rock remake. This nigga Doughboy got some flaming hot Cheetos in his pocket right now.
Get out my personal business.
Hey man, we gotta say rest in peace to my nigga Black Rob, man.
Black Rob, whoa,
Rest in peace. Black Rob just passed.
What do you got? Kidney failure,
Black Rob.
R.I.P. bro.
R.I.P. brother, you were a dope artist, man. You'll never be forgotten. R.I.P. to Scottie Pippen's son too.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. Damn.
Oldest son.
Damn.
Yeah, much love and respect, Scotty. I know I go hard on you about not coming off the bench and letting Kukoc take that shot, but I got nothing but love for you, black man. Much love and strength to you and your family, brother.
Yeah, man. Real for real.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Charlie gonna be down at the funeral home eating body parts later on with all the other
about to be nibbling on the nose
with all the other vulture face niggas.
Nigga going in.
Called you a vulture face.
That nigga Kraig put fake teeth under his pillow so he can rape the tooth fairy.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm like, gotcha, bitch. I got you, bitch. That nigga Dewan run out of lotion before everybody else in the house.
Charlie dressed like an undercover security guard at Disneyland.
That nigga Duncan know all the songs of Maxwell by heart, nigga. I fuck that joke up.
That nigga Charlie auditioned for an 8-year-old role, nigga.
Every Monday, Charlie walks the elderly turkey.
This nigga Duncan look like a Grand Theft Auto character.
Got him!
You like a pumpkin latte.
Oh shit!
God, that's
That boy teeth like he zipped his nuts in the zipper. And pause for my nigga Brandon right here, nigga. You know
Pause for Brandon, man. Shout out to Brandon, dog.
Brandon couldn't take all the smoke.
Yeah, he already knew it.
Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap up the show in a second. Man, damn.
Oh, like, you know what we ain't talking about?
What we talking
Did y'all see this nigga the fight this weekend?
Man, that nigga's a fraud, man. The white boy's a fraud, man. The white boy's a fraud.
I think that shit was rigged. I'm gonna say it on the show right now. I think that shit was rigged. I think everybody got their money. But that shit was a gang. That shit, that can't be boxing. They can't do that to boxing.
I'm gonna get down to his weight and call the white boy out.
Yeah,
I want to see him.
yeah.
I'm gonna get down to his weight. I'm closer than you think.
I think any kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, club fighter, any nigga that, you know what I'm saying, with real skills, has a professional background, even a fucking amateur background. He don't want to fight them niggas. He don't.
But the Nate Robinson shit look real. He knocked Nate Robinson the fuck out. But this nigga, the shit.
Yeah, he's not a boxer.
But he still took a boxer's punch.
Oh yeah,
he slapped his ass.
That nigga went night-night.
Yeah. But this one, the dude, he barely hit him, and dude was just like out. I'm like, okay, okay.
The slapping shit, I thought that shit was fake too, but that probably was the hardest hit we seen all motherfucking night.
Who won the Bosco and Gonzo fight?
It was just one round, but it was funny as a motherfucker.
They fought.
They fought. They was the undercard. They was the undercard. Shout out Bosco. That's all.
Hey,
I was watching.
Who won though? But who won? I don't know who won.
I didn't see it.
I was watching PBC, the James Harrison fight.
Oh yeah, James Harrison.
James Harrison fought?
Yeah, James Harrison. It was a draw. It was a good decision.
James Harrison looked like he got hands.
Yeah, he do. But like, they, you know, because he kind of looked like Jamar Neighbors. You know what I mean? But they look just alike. But them motherfuckers, it was a draw. But that was a good ass fight.
Yeah, but that shit, I like Triller. I see what Triller trying to do with Snoop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, that shit cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, and let's talk. Did y'all hear Oscar De La Hoya?
Tony Harrison, my bad, B.
What Oscar De La Hoya?
Tony Harrison, thanks for the correction.
What did Oscar say?
Y'all didn't hear Oscar De La Hoya on this shit. That nigga was the most pause-worthy nigga.
What that nigga talking about?
He
said pause-worthy.
What nigga looking at one of the heavyweights? I think Frank Mir. I forgot the other nigga name. Cunningham, the Cunningham nigga. Steve Cunningham.
Steve Harvey looking nigga with the part.
No, it's a big swole black nigga. So this nigga like, oh, look at Steve's body. He's like a.
Come on, dog.
He's an Adonis.
No, he didn't say that.
He's so built. That nigga like, yeah, I'm finna get down. And I don't care who it is. I'm finna knock whoever out. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I've been training. I'm like,
this was a dude that was wearing heels and a fishnet.
Yeah, he had fishnets
and
on,
a fishnet and lipstick.
But he got hands. But fishnet with hands.
Look up the video of De La Hoya with heels and fishnets.
He's an Adonis. And they kept calling that nigga the USSR champion. Instead of the USBF. Get your drunk.
You know who I would like to see fight? You know what I think would be a decent fight? Michael B. Jordan and Logan Paul.
Oh, no.
Because Michael B. Jordan really could fight from the Creed shit.
Michael gets slapped.
You think he would get slapped?
That motherfucker, he an actor fighter.
No, he could fight for real.
I think he get dog walked.
He had to train. You would pick Logan Paul over Michael B. Jordan?
Logan been fighting pros for like the last 7-8 years.
Nigga, Krieg has part 3 is about to come out. He's 3 films in.
He ain't pros. Them niggas,
thumbs up the video.
I've been watching them videos. Them niggas is niggas that come in.
Nah, I think I would take Michael B. Jordan over Logan Paul. I take Michael B. Jordan over Logan.
If he fight a real fighter,
nigga, he really be boxing, nigga. That's really he knows how to box.
But
nigga.
he ain't fought against professionals for 7 years.
But he knows how to box. You can't even all that shit they doing. You still got to know how to do it.
He can know how to shoot until he really got to shoot at other niggas.
Then he'll get hit. How's it gonna react to getting hit?
I gotta.
He got knocked out for the Creed shit.
That means he got knocked out. You mean he got knocked out?
I got my money on Michael B. Jordan.
This nigga taking movies serious.
That nigga The Rock is really that strong.
Put him in the hospital.
The Rock is really strong.
Who can whoop Godzilla? Nobody whoop Godzilla. Look what he did to King Kong.
Ain't nobody about to Terminator.
That nigga Vin Diesel can really drive fast.
The nigga's really going to space.
And he's furious.
Nah, nigga, I bet you any nigga in here 500. If they fought, I'd take 500 on Michael B. Jordan.
I beat the dog shit out of Michael B. Jordan.
You think you can take Michael B. Jordan?
I beat the dog shit out of that nigga.
You ain't think
I've seen Creed 2. Dog
shit out of him.
If y'all win 3 rounds, you take him.
I beat the dog. He cut up and shit, but I'm 240.
But he's conditioned though.
I don't give a fuck.
That wind, nigga. That wind matters, nigga.
Run up, Mike. I beat your motherfucking ass, nigga.
Pull up, Mike. That nigga be out there, motherfucker.
Pull up, Mike.
And that nigga gonna pull up on it with the kill monster.
Them two niggas is gonna have a lip licking contest. Niggas, Kraig and Mike facing each other like, oh nigga, you won, nigga. Your shit cute, nigga.
Your shit cute.
That nigga Charlie been eating bird seeds.
Like sunflower seeds. Like yeah, so I thought the bitch. Bird seeds. That's how the nigga stand fit.
Oh, this said birds, not policies. Nigga, bird seeds.
That nigga slept standing up on a tree branch last night.
That's the theme this time.
How does he stand up? Eat bird seeds.
And they can't use the bathroom with newspaper on there, man.
That nigga Charlie head look like a random skull in the desert. That nigga skull is somewhere in Arizona rolling around, nigga.
We see that nigga skull, like, oh shit.
When that nigga Doughboy signed that ADD deal, it came with a lifetime of Fat Farm jersey.
Hey, Charlie lost one of his kids in a bad hatching. Bitch sat on my son too long.
Somebody dropped an egg. Sick of you niggas.
Hey, that nigga Kraig put Monistat on his hair at night. That nigga Kraig pull up to the scene with his ceiling missing. They refused to sell that nigga sinus medication.
And then Charlie got a non-profit dedicated to bringing back the dodo bird.
Hold on. I just noticed something, nigga. This nigga got a hand warmer on a collared shirt. What the fuck type of Teenage Mutant Ninja polo shit, nigga? Who got hand warmers on polos? What type shit is this? I don't come with that. What the fuck is up with this nigga, bro? Whose man's is this? Fuck, you get a hand warmer and a collar at the same time.
This is it, my nigga. This is it, nigga.
This nigga wild. Bro, where you get that shit at though? Burlington? Where you get that from? Ross?
Right here, nigga.
That nigga got a hoodie polo shirt? Hoodie polo.
Bro, nigga.
You ain't got no hood. You can just keep your hands warm. But you want to be stylish up here? But when you want to be stylish up here and warm down here?
Fuck y'all niggas, man. I'm gonna let it ride.
He's stylish up top and warm at the bottom. That nigga that cute, that nigga got a quarterback punch. He got a playbook in that bitch.
This nigga Doughboy is the only nigga that I know with skateboard Jordan. This nigga gon' ollie.
Skateboard Jordan.
Skate Jordans on, nigga.
And Charlie gonna throw up in his kid's mouth for dinner tonight.
Is that you want to eat, Mike? Eat it.
Oh shit.
Eat it. Yo, I'm sick of this shit.
Fuck y'all niggas, man.
Yo.
I need it all, my nigga. I need them all.
Oh, my head hurts.
Skateboard Jordan.
I'm fried. God, nigga. I ain't got shit for y'all.
Oh, shit.
I ain't got shit for y'all, nigga.
Oh, we tripping, man. Damn, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. How many likes we got?
1,400, but we gotta get to 1,500, man. Look,
we need 1,500.
We need at least 1,500 likes. Hit the like button, please.
Please hit the like button, man. Smash the like
God
button.
damn it.
Hell yeah, I'm higher than Jurassic.
And then when the show is over with, come back and comment. Come back and comment when the show's over with.
The Chill Withers is gonna be dropping on Tuesday.
Bro, wait. Can I tell the audience an honest story? Let me tell you an honest story. This happened today. Before we went on the air, this nigga Kraig was playing some of this Chill Withers project. Nigga, this shit is I only heard about 3 or 4 records, bro, and I'm not just cap, bro. The production was fire, your lyrics was fire, like, bro.
Tell them how you got to start twerking.
It was that good.
That's my shit.
No, but I can't wait to hear the whole project, because if it's anything of what I heard, bro, that shit is fire. Fire.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
It'll be up for purchase next Tuesday, man. Make sure y'all support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
also,
yeah.
Man, tickets to this Vegas show will be available at the probably next Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe sooner, but y'all know, man. So that's only limited space, and we only selling 150 tickets to that show. So when we put the tickets up on the website, man, make sure y'all purchase.
Right away, goddamn. They're gonna sell out fast.
Limited spacing available. Man, Dozie. Oh, we'll start with DeJuan, man. Tell them where they can find you, G. Oh, hold on. Before we go any further,
Who is this nigga?
Big Bro.
Hey, that's some dope shit.
Big Bro Brown came out with this is a cartridge for a vape, right?
Oh, shit, hold on.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
It's a Far Side vape cartridge.
Hey,
Where can they buy it, Big Bro?
California Cannabis starting May 1st.
May 1st, they'll be available at California Cannabis, man.
Yes, sir.
Support the Big Bro. This is what it looks like. Far
Dope
Side
ass
vape
packaging,
cartridges.
Yes, sir.
That shit look like it'll get you high.
Man, we're gonna
Check
try
it
that out
out.
tonight. We're gonna try that out tonight. See what that shit look like it's hit, nigga.
Yeah, I'm getting high looking at that shit.
Check it out, man. Please support,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Let's go. You know? All right, D, tell them where they can find you, family.
Hotepish.com. You can hit me up. Also, go to my Instagram and my link tree. My book will be coming out, but it's going to premiere first with my workshop May 2nd. Get your ticket to my workshop. I have limited availability. I already have over half the tickets sold. So I need y'all to get it right now. Only $29. My self-motivation guidebook.
Nice.
I mean, and I wrote it real short because a lot of motherfuckers say they want to read, but they not going to read past the 7th page.
Nigga, do we got pictures, nigga?
Yeah,
it ain't got pictures.
It ain't no drawings, ain't no pictures.
Right.
It's just straight to the point, straight out. Shit to do to motivate yourself to meet your goals.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So get the tickets to the workshop right now. Also, my live drum sample packs are on my link tree. Also, all that shit's on link tree. Go to that shit on Instagram.
Nice.
Go it.
Talk to him, bitch. Talk to him, man.
Hey, you already know what it is. Mr. Duncan Penny Hughes on fucking Instagram. Sapiosexual. Get that shit. That shit's still out. I got my fucking mixtape coming out in the next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm a simmer. I want this fucking this Chill Withers project. I want y'all to hear this shit, man. This nigga is dope.
Yeah, this shit dope, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga Ron Johnson got bars. But it's like it's some of the dopest fucking producers on there, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hear this shit, man. That shit ain't what you think it is. So
And they know where they can get your project from too, right?
oh yeah, nigga, if you ain't got sapiosexual, you a stupid nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get on that
Stupid
shit.
nigga.
I want to peep it, bro.
Like knowledge for ignorance. Stupid nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You stupid.
Say what you gotta say, my nigga. But yeah, I got my sound pack right now. My drums. I got drums too on sound.com. Go fuck with that. Nerdgangclothing.com. Go get you some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Get fly for the summer. Yeah, man, for sure, man. That's what it is, man. Everybody here, you know what I'm saying, moving and doing shit. Y'all niggas ain't seen nothing yet. Hey,
oh man,
and I'm missing the fucking red and meth verses, but it's alright, nigga. I'm
watching that shit. Look at home.
Oh, that's tonight?
It's going on right now.
Oh shit, we missing.
Get on there.
This is better than that.
It is.
Better than that.
I love them niggas, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what it is right now, bro.
I'm gonna be smoking all night. So I get shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, man. That's
That nigga Dunk got a 6-pack of ramen noodles in his backpack right now.
I told myself, nigga, I'm getting enough money to where my kids don't have to taste ramen noodles.
Nigga, who you telling?
They had to eat it the other day, though.
Check me out on Check me out on IG at IAM Charlie Newhart and get with me on YouTube, Charlie Newhart on YouTube. I've been dropping video at least 3 times a week. I'm having a good time, dog.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's my turn?
That's on you.
Okay. I'm working on my own lemon pepper incense line, so I'm gonna be I'm bringing that to the streets.
Lemon pepper incense?
Lemon pepper incense. I'm bringing it because I want to bring like food flavor incenses. So
it would be big
coming
niggas
very,
making
very
food
soon.
flavor.
So,
I love that shit.
I'm bringing that to the streets. But yeah, y'all
That's
catch
gonna
me
be
at
fire.
I am Doughboy TV on YouTube.
And that nigga Doughboy trying to attract fat bitches.
Walk past and say, what is that smell in there, brother?
Bitch get wet. Is that lemon pepper?
Earlier today, Charlie took his shoes off and killed the rabbit with his feet.
Kraig got the body language. Kraig got the body language of a nigga that undressed with the blinds open all the time. I want niggas to see me. I've been working out.
I got half.
What you said the joke was about old girl after she laid the whole scenario? How's your ass?
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. The funniest, most disrespectful. I'm not talking no more about. Shit you said, nigga, was the other day when you was like, nigga, your relative said. You asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. She said,
Said a father.
nigga, what? A father? I'm done. Y'all don't get it there. Never mind.
That nigga DeWine cried during the Al Sharpton documentary.
That nigga.
I thought he was a real nigga.
Charlie looked like the deacon that sleep with the preacher.
I'm deaconing for dick. I'm the dick deacon.
You trying to make the deacon and the first lady?
I'm the deacon.
You can't be the deacon and the first lady. You gotta be the lady.
I'm the dick deacon.
That's crazy.
They couldn't baptize DeWine at church. That's why he don't fuck with church no more. Don't look DeWine. We can't put you in the tub.
Only his back got with her.
They threw a cup of holy water in his face. Get out of here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
You gotta take
And
this guy.
they got a splash baptism.
No,
They shot him with a super soaker. They filled a super soaker up with holy water. Super soaker filled with holy water.
This nigga dope boy look like a bottle of French's. Hey, but I want to let y'all know though, on a serious tip.
Shit.
Charlie's collar was white before he started sweating. That nigga started sweating. That shit turned skin tone on his ass.
Yo, shit. That was fun.
That nigga DeWine keep a rotisserie chicken in the tub with him every time.
Did he drink his bath water?
This is my bra.
Charlie really got on a polo skirt.
It buttoned at the crotch. Yo. Shit.
Happy fucking 420, fuck.
Shit. Man. I'm high. I'm so high.
I'm low, dog. I don't have nothing.
Fuck all you niggas.
I love y'all niggas, man. I ain't on God, dog. Y'all niggas, dog. This is the shit.
Man, this was a great show. Shout out to Brandon and Doze, man.
Go, Jake, Dubuqueno.
You know. Oh my God.
My head hurts.
Hey, chat room. I'm looking at y'all, and y'all should just laugh at these jokes, man. Y'all fucking up. Like it's been some funny shit happening. They trying to go throw their own shit up in there, and that motherfucker's
They might have something though. We all like, go ahead and roast out, man.
Yeah, roast
some of
out,
y'all
man.
niggas,
I want to see something funny. I've been waiting on something.
Come on, man. I know Zen Master got something. Dr. Sinister.
We've been on the air for damn near 3 hours.
Link Soul, Basketball. Antoine Love. Let's get some roast popping now. What y'all got?
Hey, man, Chill With Us dropping next Tuesday. We're coming to Vegas the weekend of May 22nd and 23rd. Also, man, Brandon's weekend is the week before. His birthday is the weekend before. If y'all want to celebrate, as we celebrate Brandon, hit me in the inbox. We're going to be in Vegas. Y'all can come party with us. We got other dates set. We setting up as well. Fuck with us. We're going to get out here and be amongst the people. Yeah, I promise you.
That's right.
If I owe you something, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. But if you want it, you can get it from God.
Hell yeah.
That was fun, man.
That's fun.
Shit, my head hurt, bro.